Fuck them designer fits. I want me like 100K. It's not even Pepsi. It's juice. And that's not our car either, so shh.
I be peeping niggas, watch how I move. I got the drip like juice. I'ma make the pretty hoes choose. Ay, bitch, I'm in my vibe, I'm in my groove. Ay, take notes, I'll show you how to groove. Ay, I'ma mix this Henny with the boot. I'ma tell your bitch to let it loose. Way before we start wearing these masks, y'all was too close. Pac-Man strap, keep that fire like Zuko. And I inked in my face, cause I like my space. So if it ain't about no money, get the fuck up out the way. I got some shit to do, my nigga got no time to play. Fuck them designer fits, I need me like 100K. I want my weed loud nigga off that, what he say? Bought a ticket just to fuck her on the holiday. Want me down bad, but that pussy good, so namaste. I need chips like I'm running out of Frito-Lays. I got the juice from the pack, throw it back, tang. All gas, no brakes in her shit, high octane. Ooh, shorty tryna show me where to put it at. Ooh, I'm tryna make a movie, what the fuck we gon' do? She telling me that we could be some business tycoons, so I'ma keep the pussy dripping just like juice. Go dumb, but I ain't no fool. I be peeping niggas, watch how I move. I got the drip like juice. I'ma make the pretty hoes choose. Ay, bitch, I'm in my vibe, I'm in my groove. Ay, take notes, I'll show you how to groove. Ay, I'ma mix this Henny with the boot. Ay, I'ma tell your bitch to let it loose. I got the drip like juice. I got the drip like juice. Watch how I move. Watch how I move. Watch how I move. Watch how I move.
Watch how we move. Watch how we move. Watch how we move. What's good in your hood? It's 2025. So, I know we've been kind of like in and out on 2024, but 2025 is all the way live. We got Trump back in office. We got the fact checkers and all that is out of there and all that stuff. So the E.B.H Black Show with Powerball Rich, the co-host, is back now because now we can full throttle. We ain't got to worry about our getting shadow banned and all that. And we came back with Up Gang. So, we got Powerball Rich, the co-host. The spot can't be high without high beavers. And then, we got Miss Clarissa. She got many names, but she's going to be the Angels tonight. And then, this is the person who did the intro. That's King Zo, KZMF. King Zo. We're going to call him Super Mario tonight. We're going to call him Super Mario tonight. So,
I just heard a hurricane, man. Somebody all right over there?
That was applause.
But tonight we're going to talk about, y'all seen the thumbnail. Don't be Eve. Now, it's people starting to finally talk about this online, and so I figure it's time for me to go and put my stamp on it because I've been mentioned it. So now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to discuss it. Don't be Eve, because women in 2025 is different. We all know it is different. The situation is different, and I blame Eve. Now,
know that.
I'm blaming Eve. Now, before y'all get upset, our next show, it will be Don't Be Adam. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that way you can get that one. Because what we do here, we talk bad about the men. We talk bad about the women. We talk good about the men. We talk good about the women. So that's what we're going to do. So, but we got to plan this year. So how many of you guys know about Joy Taylor? Have you heard about Joy Taylor? You know Joy Taylor? That's who this person is on the thumbnail, her right there. Well, if y'all don't know a whole lot about her, it's allegations going on at FSN Sports and about how she got her job and all that. And here's a video that'll kind of catch you guys up.
You was out here telling people to shut up and dribble while getting passed around the Fox Sports News broadcast room like it was nothing, son? And when another woman felt pressured by the same dude you was sleep with, she came to you, woman to woman, she's like, what's going on? I don't feel comfortable. You said, get over it? The only reason me and you got a job is because of him? Oh, nah, Joy. You done set us back years. And he goes to the same girl and says, hey, if you don't sleep with me, if you don't let me hit, you're not getting that contract back. Guess what? You're fired. Obviously, she was like, I'm cool. I don't need it that bad. But Miss Taylor, Miss Joy, said, oh, nobody gives a fuck. This is how we do it around here. You don't understand? I'm sucking dick everywhere. It doesn't matter. This is crazy. An absolute egregious work by Joy. If you wonder what Mr. Dixon looks like, I mean, very typical if you ask me. Boy is a freak. My goodness, like, calm down, son. You can't get girls yourself. You could pay for people outside the office. You was just a horny motherfucker. And Emmanuel, you not safe either, brother. I seen those records. You enjoy. Y'all was getting freaky in the studio, son. You can't delete them tweets. It's too late. Internet is immediate. Oh, Skip Bayless. No worries. I saw. A lot of people, they try to leave you out because the Joy Taylor shit is just shocking. But you, wow. Whole nother level horny. You offer her $1.5 million to sleep with a certain individual, not named Joy Taylor. 1.5 M's. Ah, son, hold on. Who is she? What did you hear in them streets? And he was like, you know what? That's a crib and then some. You understand what I'm saying, Skip? Don't you got a wife too? Oh my days. I know she is pissed. Swear down, bro. Good luck.
All right, so what essentially happened is this. Joy Taylor got a job at, FSN to be like a sportscaster. And so she essentially slept her way to the top. She was sleeping with the head guy and head of content, and then she was sleeping with this other guy. So this hairdresser chick goes up to her and says, hey, this is what's going on. And essentially, Joy, like, you better get in where you fit in, because I got power around here. You know what I'm saying?
Some hoes in this house.
I got power around here. So much power that she did get a couple people kicked off their show and rearranged, and she took their spot. And so the woman was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm cool. And essentially, Joy was also like, I got these men essentially by the Webbles. Like, if anything ever go down, I'm going to put a SA charge against them, right? He comes out and says this. So my issue with any of that, which why I want to talk to you guys is, am I tripping because is sleeping to the top an acceptable thing? Is that something that we should just be like cool with? Especially when she's saying, like, once she get what she want, she can backdoor you and get you thrown under the bus. We see it happen all the time. So what's up with that? Because there are men that's coming to her aid, like Cam Newton, saying that he don't see nothing wrong with it. Stephen A. Smith don't see nothing wrong with it. Leave her alone because she's a woman.
His little loose ass don't see nothing wrong with that, man. That nigga like Ray Charles when it comes to that.
Yeah. What's up, Pizzle? What's up, Amanda? So what do you guys think about that? Because I don't know if you guys know a whole lot about what's going on, but what do you just think about that concept about women having the ability to sleep their way to the top? Do you think that's a thing? And I want to ask the lady first. I'm going to ask the lady first. Oh, you on mute. Hold on.
She was looking like a Chinese kung fu movie.
You on mute. Let me see. It still say muted. It still say you muted.
Come on now, Clarissa. Plug your mic in.
Yeah.
She must go out and come back in.
Yeah, you might have to go out and come back in. But do any of you guys have a thought on that?
I mean,
why are dudes?
I jump out there.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I mean, it's definitely been happening, you know, for bricks. And when I say that, I mean like since the beginning of time. I mean, pussy been a
Mhm.
commodity. So it's almost like
That was the first form of trade.
yeah. So it's almost like, you know, in that sense, the morality is based off of like yo, um, about your understanding on like the economical thing in the that's going on in the world in the time and place because like morally speaking, we don't want none of our daughters to grow up. We don't want none of our nieces. We don't want none of our sisters to grow out and do no shit like this. But as men too, we also know in this world that, you know, pussy is power. And so it's like, do that make it right? Is the question we asking here? I don't think that make it right, but it's definitely been happening historically. And we got plenty of stories where we could track that shit. I
Yeah,
don't think
Okay.
it's
my
right though.
thing. Why are dudes? We need to stop this shit, bro. Dudes need to stop this shit. Stop. Like, don't give nobody advancement for that shit, man. What you talking about? Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
it's a lot
Come
of
on.
suckers. A lot of
Well,
suckers
Yeah, that's some simp ass bullshit.
advocating and you know, distributing a lot of premium sucker type of activities.
so are they? So they basically saying this is the rationale that men, like, especially like in this situation, sports is a man-dominated um, business. So if in
Hmm.
order for a woman to be able to get taken seriously, she got to use what she got in order to get to these places because of inequality, as they would say, is inequality. And so is that them leveling the playing field when they do that? Or because like you said, it's been going on for the beginning of the time, but I'm with you, Beeves. Like it's gotta stop because even in the sense of nothing more than she's telling you that, hey, either y'all gonna give me what I want, and if y'all don't, I'm gonna say y'all was sexually harassing me, and everybody's going to default to the yeah. Well, we're going to take up for the woman because it's a man's natural proclivity to take care of a woman. So
Hmm.
where do we draw that line at in the middle?
I think I think it's gotta we need a little bit more of a distinction in these spaces, right? Because when it comes to females, right? And I'm treading very lightly here. but
You try not
but
to
when
get
it
canceled.
yeah, look, a nigga with four sisters, like biological ones. So
Hmm.
I want the internet
Hmm.
to understand where I'm sitting at on
Hmm.
this before I even jump out
Hmm.
there. But I think we have to have a little bit more distinction when it comes to actually just like creating a quote unquote safe space. Like if we have something that's male dominated, if we have something that's female dominated, like it should be known that when you enter these spaces that you're already gonna be kind of looked down upon because you're not there for what everybody else is there for type shit. So it's like if what we have accepted as the ideology, as the mentality, right, is that like females are and I'm you know using this instance that we're talking about. But it's like if we're using this ideology that like okay, well, you know, women are only their bodies or women are only like objectified, then it's like the same thing needs to be said. It has to be done. Like it has to be stopped because it's clearly too much fucking simping going on. Like we fucking up the game. We not getting. You feel me? We not getting good. We're not getting better sports reporting because of this shit.
Right,
We're
right.
not getting better
Right.
vantage points on the game. We're not getting better, deeper analytics that we couldn't have gotten if we. Nah, it's like the shit be fucking up the game, and that's my mentality just coming into it looking as like a athlete, somebody who has raised up playing sports and shit like that. It was always a distinction between the male and the female, and I think that that's okay, but there has to be a clear distinction in we're separating this because once them lines start getting blurry, now we got all this Joy Taylor shit and Cam Newton and everybody with a fucking opinion and a fancy ass hat.
Yeah, my thing is this. You can't butter both sides of the bread. You can't sit there and say, well, women are the least respected and they're being left out and all this stuff, and then you sleeping your way to the top. Like,
right.
Are you sleeping your way to the top because of the fact that it's harder for you, or is that really what the situation is? Because when you hear things like these feminist talking points about how the patriarchy is holding them down, but then when you pull layers back, you see that women are playing the game too, right?
They adhere to the patriarchy.
Yeah. So this is something she's saying, and this is something I'll be having problems with when they come out here and they sound like this.
Time, how would I not know how hard it is?
Hold on.
Wake up call, same time. How would I not know how hard it is to do the show I work on? You have to constantly reaffirm that you are good enough, that you belong there, and then always prove it. So I would just always say you got to do twice the work to get half the opportunity. But that, to me, the mentality I've always had on it is that's just going to make me better. So that's why I'm excellent. Because I had to be. I couldn't be average. I couldn't be okay. I couldn't be late. I couldn't complain. I couldn't say no. Now I do.
Right. Yeah, but
Look
that's
at their
not
faces.
true, though.
You can see it on their face. They like, how are you saying this right now?
Like
in the bathroom.
Right. Yeah, are they
First
working?
off, I want to say another thing
Go ahead.
too about her. She already had an advantage, bro. Her brother is an NFL player, Jason Taylor. That's NFL great. So it's not like
Hall
she
of Fame.
needed any kind of advantage to even get where she got, bro. Like,
Right.
she was like, let me just add some more on top of that shit. Like, come on, man.
If she was
Like,
coming at a racial angle, I would have respected it because I heard the angle that she was trying to. Oh, well, you got to do twice as much to get. Yeah. We're fighting that battle. But once you start putting pussy in place of.
But is it really that though too? Because it's not the fact that you're a woman. It's not the fact that you're a woman that you don't get positions. Matter of fact, the women that's on there, the ones that's just whenever there's a social issue come up and then they say something, we don't like those as much as the ones that actually know the sport and know the game. There are women commentators out there that actually give us the game. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate those. So when you start having this trope that, oh, I had to do twice the work and to get half the benefit, but then when we pull back the curtain, we seeing that you doing half the work and getting twice the perk. So then it make it look bad for women in general. So then Jason Whitlock, I don't know if you guys know who Jason Whitlock is. Big guy. He came out and he was essentially saying, hey, you guys are simps. You guys are not paying attention to what's going on. This is all just fuckery, basically. And Cam Newton and other men came out to Joy Taylor's defense, and this was one of the responses.
Cam Newton put this big top hat on, put this
I told you
hairstyle
it's the hat,
and go on these shows and play the minstrel role alongside Stephen A. Smith,
called that nigga a minstrel.
Shannon Sharp, and whoever else we can pair you up with. And so here's Cam Newton yesterday talking about me and going off how I'm not that guy. Play the clip.
Hey, Jason Whitlock. Hey, my guy. No, you're not my guy. Guy, come here. You're not that guy, pal. You're not. That big rack of hers, that's inappropriate. That butter skin, that's inappropriate. Like, bro, you're not that guy. So to comment on something like this, bro, stay in your lane. Whether Joy did what she did, the accusations are true or not, stay in your lane, Jason. All right? Because, bro, like, you're having an outer body experience, and it's time for me to put you back in your body to let you know, bro, you're not that guy, pal.
So the first thing Cam Newton has to do for me to fully understand this, who's that guy? What are we talking about here? Define that guy for me, Cam. And I say this in all seriousness. I would love to have this conversation with you on what makes someone that guy.
Right. You heard me. Like, what's your definition of that guy? Because your definition of that guy could be a plain Jane Goofy. You heard me? You dig? So
he basically saying that Joy wouldn't even give you the time of day anyway, right?
He said, bro.
And he sounded like a mad auntie.
He tried to come out and bully that nigga.
If y'all watch the full video, he asked Jason, "Who you sleeping with? Who you sleeping with?" Like he was like, "Who you fucking?" Like what guy asks another guy? You might ask him who they sleep with, but you ain't asking them like that. You know what I'm saying?
Something?
Can I say something? Feminine.
Hey, that man sound real immature, gang. The way he was popping his shoulders and necks. And bro, how old is Cam Newton, gang? Because at one point I was looking up to him. Right now I can't. I can't look up to no guy that move and behave like a fifth grader on the playground, gang. I can't. It's 2025. I gotta live my life righteously and univiously. You feel me? And I gotta run with the guy on top because he sounds emotional, intelligent. He didn't lose his cool. He wasn't doing all the rah-rah. He just said like a grown man, like, what is your definition, bro, of that guy? Because in my book, if I was to judge who was that guy, I'm going with the guy on the top. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
He said he's not that guy, but would he be that guy if he worked for FS1 and had the right job? I mean, because it seemed like it's really about the job, not the guy. Right?
Exactly. Right. Because you saw the guy that she was sleeping with, the white guy. That don't look like her type. That's not her type.
Fugly. He's like a fugly white dude.
It's about position and power. That's what all this is. And I blame Eve for this. Don't be Eve, because it's all about position and power. And if anything goes when it comes to whatever you can do to get position and power, then y'all can't give men pushback when we decide to do the same thing with the Good Old Boys Network. What are we doing here? Like you said, who was that guy? That guy is supposed to be that stud. Like PB. Had you said that, he might not could have said that. He only said that to Jason because he's a bigger guy and he doesn't look like the type that women are going after. But what he's
talking
being
to that nigga like he is square.
Yeah, but where Cam is being short-sighted is women don't just like you for your money. They don't like you just for your position. They don't like you. They like you for whatever they can get and clout up on and make them bigger than you. It's not about you. Cam, you should know that because you are a high-value man, got all these women pregnant with all these homes, different homes, and you on the internet talking about you looking for love. So what are you that guy?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. What makes him that guy? Because he went to the NFL and did some accomplishments. Is that what makes you that guy? What if you didn't make it to the NFL? What if you had failed in college and ended up working at big old tires or AutoZone or something? You feel me? Would you be still that guy, Cam? I think not. You know what I'm saying? But to me, that guy that works at AutoZone or whatever, he can be that guy still. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Being that guy is your moral codes, gang. Your honor code, gang.
Yeah.
That's what being that guy is. I don't care where you work at. I don't care what your social status is. I don't care if you got one follower on Instagram. If you got that honorable movement in you, then you that guy to me. Top hat.
Yeah. And I even say this too, for him to jump out there in that way, it kind of like defeats the purpose of his argument, because it's like you have to objectify a woman in order to be able to have that type of fucking vantage point. So for him to try to like hop out there and legitimize what the fuck, but then I'm sitting there listening to bro words. You ain't even confirm nor deny whether or not she did this shit. I can't say if the allegations were true or false. But what I can do is bully this one nigga. Bro, you wear leggings.
He said-
You wear leggings, nigga. No.
Man, listen,
Please
just the way
Cam
just the way
Newton,
this
you
photo.
wear fucking leggings.
Listen, I don't know what about these hats he
That
been
guy
wearing
is
though.
crazy.
But I guess E.B.H had put me on to an interview. Remember E.B.H did that interview sitting down with that lady and he about the baby mamas and he had that sombrero.
Mhm.
What's up with the sombreros, man? What is this? Is this a fashion statement?
Yeah, it's fashion.
Oh,
That nigga
okay.
on the
Well,
spiritual
yeah, he's a
I
big
ain't rocking
fashion
with it.
guy. He's
He's a
I ain't rocking
fashionista.
with it.
He's
That
a
look like a
fashionista.
grandma hat, bro. In the like a Southern Baptist woman. That's a
Church
Southern
hat.
Baptist church.
My life as I am. What's up, gang?
What's up,
Yes.
cuz?
So what my boy Pizzle said, women are selfish as hell. They are.
Yeah.
So okay, so men, like me and PB was talking about this a little earlier, like men need honor.
Mhm.
Like they're starting to act like women. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And they it's now to the point now where women are treating men like how men used to treat women, and men are acting like the women that used to get treated a certain kind of way. Like you said, like women. Go ahead,
Professor Black. Let me get him in on that. So what it boils down to, ladies and gentlemen, is that what goes around comes around. That's for sure. We know this. You know what I'm talking about? It's full circle. The universe
full
gonna
circle
pay you
shit
back.
coming hard right now too.
They recycling. They start with the modern days. God been doing recycling. You heard me? So men used to be honorable. Like let's say from the 40s to the 50s, men were honorable. 60s, they were honorable. Late
70s.
60s, early 70s is when the pimping and the macking came into play and the game plan.
Forget
So
about the crack.
we talking about nearly all that stuff, all that plays in part. Drugs, everything. Even heroin was the start of it. The late 60s, that's when dudes started changing. You feel me? But we talking about nearly 50 years of dogging women out, right? So you got to think, who came first? PBR. Man was made first, okay?
The
Women
chickens
came
come
after
home
us.
to roost.
So realistically, who was responsible for who? Men are responsible for women because they came after us.
Bam.
It's like your child.
Bam.
You feel me?
Yes.
So
yes.
if you raising children and you conduct yourself in a belligerent, ill-fashionable way, that's gonna fall upon your children. They're gonna be the same way from school and on. So women came after us, ladies and gentlemen. So what we've been doing to them, they have been mirroring us. It's the mirror reflection. So now
He's
we
speaking deep.
trying
Speaking
to
deep.
naturally go back to the organic way of the 50s and 40s and beyond. Now we look like the hoes and the bitches. Now we look simple-minded, and we look like we in our feelings. And now, like Cuz just said, women, I forgot his name, but he just commented, now women are selfish. At first, they were selfless. Women used to bend their backs for the man. They stayed at home and did everything you said. They're not doing that no more because what we taught them in the past 50 plus years. And now they acting like what we taught them. So that's all it is. Go ahead, Professor Black.
Well, I agree with that, right? I agree with that. The statement you made wholeheartedly, but I think that's like half of the equation. I think like the other part of the equation roots back to Eve, right? When they decided that they were gonna eat of the fruit, then their eyes opened, and then they got punished for that. And then part of the punishment was that women are always going to try to usurp men's authority. But no matter what, they're going to always be under the rule of man. So it's always going to be this. It's always going to be this gender war thing that's going on. So it's all about power, position, and power. Women don't want to be under men. Why you think they have such a hard time with the word submission? Because that means they would have to admit that they were underneath men. It's a position and power. But to bring it back to what you say, men were acting a certain kind of way. I'm not justifying how they were acting. Women were crying out saying, hey, we want to go outside and work. We want to be able to do these things. We want to stop. We want y'all to stop being this way. We want y'all to be emotionally, more emotionally in tune with us. And then men start backing off of that. Then they start backing off of that. And then once the women got leverage, it went like this. Now it's, oh yeah, you can't take me out unless you doing this. Now women talking about they need prenups. Now women talking about you ain't helped me build this business, even though we was together. The same thing that they were saying to us as men, like, hey, I'm at home taking care of the kids. Yeah, you got a business, but I should get half of that if we were to divorce. Which is true. I believe that because women are valued inside the home. But now that the power and position has changed, women are like, nah. Now they acting like the men that they were despising in the 60s.
But even worse. 70s. But even worse. Because you know, when you fall down, women kick you in your back. They kick you while you're down. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But hey, let's just go with what you said, right? Hey, women do like you said, Eve, don't be an Eve, right? And then the next segment gonna be a don't be an Adam. Well, you just proved the fact that women and men make mistakes. The first mistake was Eve went and took a bite of the forbidden fruit. That was the first mistake. Adam's mistake was being in love and a premium sucker and following her footsteps. So we gonna make mistakes. You feel me? That was it. That was the beginning of life. You're gonna make mistakes. The thing is to evaluate and understand how not to make that second mistake again, that same mistake again, or any other mistakes. You feel me? You are supposed to challenge your brain, bro. You know, just because you go to school and then you graduate and you get a job, don't mean you got to stop being a mental. You know what I'm saying?
A student.
You feel me? Of life. You gotta. Damn, I forgot the word. And I need to stop smoking. But you gotta. What's it called when your mind is developing and expanding? You gotta. It's a word. I forgot it right now. But you gotta expand your mind, bro.
Mature?
Yeah, that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be mature means to have honor. You can't be mature without honor. It's mathematically impossible. So all these people out here that be talking and doing all this shit, saying this and that about one person or the third, you don't have no honor. Don't talk about them if you don't have no honor, if you can't talk about them, if it makes sense. Like, don't talk about nobody. You feel me? That's not your job. You don't sit that high. You're not the judge. You feel me? So that just goes to say that we all gonna make mistakes, and it's about like rectifying that mistake, bro. That's all it's about. We don't have to fight to the last man. We can sit down at a round table and come up with a solution, bro. That's what conversation is about. And
that's what's supposed to make us better than animals, because the fact that we can talk.
A lot of marriages would last longer if they thought in this manner. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Welcome back, lady.
I want to know what Clarissa has to say.
Yeah, let her talk. Let her run them jaws. Start teething.
I kind of mixed everything. I don't.
Okay, so
Black asked you a question on how you feel about women using their special parts.
They cooter to get to the top.
Yeah, to catapult themselves.
The cooter catapult.
The cooter catapult.
Do you want me to play the video again? So you can see it.
Oh shit! I saw the first one.
Right. That's basically what it is. What do you think about women sleeping their way to the top?
I mean, that's something that's always been done.
Thank you.
Now, before it was kind of like the ram in the bush. If all else fail, I'm gonna sprinkle some on to push me over the edge. Now people are using it instead of doing the work. Say they're just just out giving it away freely instead of actually doing the work. When before that was like the last resort, is I'm go ahead and bust that open. Now they're saying, well, what's the purpose of doing all of the work if I'm gonna still have to bust it open. I might as well just bust it open so I have to do less work and I could get there faster.
So what you saying is they pulling out that trump card entirely too early.
Yeah.
But that's the logical conclusion, though.
That should be
You
like
see,
back against the wall move. It should be your
but
last
that's
resort. And
that's
these bitches coming like, pussy on the deck, put it on the table.
but that's
That
the
should be
logical.
the I'm in the bind Nate. That's when that come into play. Now they just it's lost its value, and then
Not
men
I'm in
are
the
still
bind,
falling.
Nate.
Yeah.
Not I'm in
And
the
then men
bind.
are like falling for it, and they see that girls are ruthless with it now. To say that you gonna say essay if you don't get like that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Dudes need to wake up. That's the logical conclusion of the shit that was set up. Right? We
Not
sat
I'm in
here.
the bind, Nate.
We created a system where women are being objectified, right? And we want to value them only for what they can do sexually, right? So then at some point, why in the hell wouldn't they get to this place?
Yeah.
Right? Why play games? Why don't you just
It feel like
maximize it? Right?
accountability. Yeah. It's like
Okay,
everything coming
I
full
agree.
circle.
I
Now,
agree with that.
And now that we had accountability, now everybody running
Now
around
we
with
want to
fucking
get
chicken
mad.
with their head cut off.
No. That's not where everybody getting mad at. The thing about it is, that it is a natural, logical progression. If we're objectifying women, because we know we wasn't there to listen to Joy talk. We was there to look at, like Jason Whitlock said, them big cans and that peanut butter skin. That's the reason why they was looking at her, or she's there. So if we're going to objectify them, then she's going to turn her little joker into a big joker. I get that. But the thing about that is, when a man get caught doing that, he loses his job and everything with it. And if a woman get caught with that, she should get the same done to her. That's my only issue. My issue is not how they're playing the game. My issue is, they get out of hell free card. They can just roam around and do whatever they want to, and then we gonna have men just making up reasons for it too. Like, wait a minute. So when men get caught doing it, I don't want to hear y'all crying about it because y'all sound stupid right now.
Can I ask y'all fellas a question? And I'm being genuine and for real. Say y'all was in a position, right, to where y'all owned like something like a BET network type, MTV. Remember the real shit, not no YouTube shit, the real big boy shit, right? Say you E.B.H, you Hot B, you too, fam. If you was in charge, so the CEO and the sole commander in chief of this network, right? And you had a few interns come through there, right? And they were of your preference. I don't know what your preference is, but let's put your preference in there. I'm talking about over preference. I'm talking about y'all top of the line idealists of a woman, but times 200, right? And she's on a lower level. Not you work at the penthouse floor, okay? She working papers at the bottom. She is damn near in the basement. But you want to see her, right? You want to see her, but you ain't making no move because you professional. You're like, I ain't finna do no sexual harassment shit. But now she catches you in the elevator slipping. I'm talking to all three of y'all. She catches you in the elevator slipping.
Damn.
And she gives you a compliment saying she loves the company, she likes the setup, and she wish she could, find her way and make her position a little bit more peaceable, you know what I'm saying? And now the ideas in your head, and you like, damn, well, you can, I got a position up there, you can be my personal secretary. And you ain't even got one. You just made that position. You freestyled it. Okay, now she up there working with you. You know what I'm saying? Doing things for you. If she's trying to get even further, be honest, is y'all gonna let her get further?
I'm gonna jump out there. Hell yeah! You say over preference, nigga?
Yeah.
I'm doing it. She got to go down and come up.
See, this is why.
Hold on, Black. Hold on, you get to say yours next. B, Habib. Is
And I'm
she
only
moving
listen.
on up?
I'm
Moving on up.
and I want to say this. It's only because you said I own a big ass company like that.
Yeah,
If we're talking
you
about a kick or a Twitch stream or some shit, nah. You said I'm the CEO of BT, and we
and look, and she trying to talk to you to give her own network. She don't want to work in the office no more. She want to be on the big screen doing her thing.
let me tell
B,
you how
Habib, what's your decision? She moving on up?
She wouldn't even have been my secretary, bro. So no,
Okay.
not happening. No,
Black.
because this is the thing.
Oh.
Like that's a bigger thing than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit bigger than me, and you're gonna end up getting played any fucking way. So.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna sell that dream. That dream.
Like she just said the moment that that it gets all bad, next thing you know, Zoe gonna be in court talking about we had a consensual relationship, and she gonna be talking about you had power and authority over her and all this other stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
at
why I
what
get
point?
it right in the first.
What at what point as men do we just be like, wait a minute, let's not put ourselves in that position? Because women, why do you think women walking around here wearing no clothes now?
Yeah,
like why do you think they walking around wearing spandex? Everybody wearing spandex.
Facts.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Why do you think women are wearing tight shirts with their stomachs out and their titties hanging out? Why do you think that? Because they know that they can leverage men over that. So I don't blame them all the way for it, because hey, if we're gonna give it, then that's on us. But my question is, at where's the line at? Because I'm not on that side. Like, and obviously I'm in the small percentage. I'm not the 68.2, because the 68.2 says, hey, if a woman is good enough to get in my peripheral and I got the power to give her power, I'm gonna give her power. But let's say for example, you had a job and your boss started sleeping with a girl that you knew was underqualified. Matter of fact, you trained her. And then all of a sudden she gets a job, your position, they move you into something else that you don't like till you quit, and now she got your position. Would you feel the same way?
Right. Snitching. So look,
immediately. I'm calling HR.
Hey, this will be my answer to my question. I feel you, Black, on Zoe. Zoe could run into some problems later down the line. Some type of scandal, some type of shit. He could.
I know.
Possibly.
I'm gonna roll them dice. I'm fucking reckless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a gamble.
A lot of men do that.
Habib said he finna avoid the Russell Simmons situation.
Right.
You know, he finna avoid the whole thing.
You trying to get another network, bitch.
You feel me? Russell Simmons did that, and look what Baby Fat did to him. Okay? All right. Black, you said that you're not even, you was like on that hot beef shit, like, let's just keep it professional because of the Zoe situation. Now, in my opinion, how I would have rocked it out, I would have just married her.
He said,
well, what if she don't want to get married?
No, don't marry her, bro.
It's the marriage. It's the marriage or nothing. It's the marriage or nothing.
Are you
let's look at it.
So
let's look at it. Let's look at it in this situation.
She only in the mailroom in this hypothetical. She's only in the mailroom.
No.
I'm gonna ask her to marry me in that mailroom, and you're done. You don't even, ride the same elevator to get up to the.
No, let's look at it. Let's look at it in the Joy Taylor situation. So the white guy was the head of content creation. He was the man. So let's say that was you, PB, and you were sleeping with her and everything, and you gave her a position and everything. But you also found out she was sleeping with one of the other hosts of the other show. You ain't really tripping because you got a family and all that. But let's say you didn't have a family. Would you be mad to find out that she was sleeping with another co-host? Would you marry her then?
Set tripping on the path.
Exactly. Absolutely no. So, with that being said, would I be mad? You know, I'm too player for it. But let's say if I was a part of the 62.8%, right? Yeah, I'd be in my feelings and I'd be mad and I'd probably get rid of everybody. You know?
Yeah. Fire the whole staff. Everybody gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah, clean the house, man. Clean house.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that.
And then that's when the lawsuit's gonna come. That's when the class action lawsuit comes.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna get sued.
Right.
See, so it's messy to be fondling employees or associates when you at a professional place of business. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's why employers be stressing the fact like do not associate with the next associate. Like don't start dating because y'all finna mess things up. Somebody finna stop coming in. Somebody gonna quit. Somebody gonna start like you know what I'm saying? Like you can't even text somebody you work with anything weird because if they get mad at you later on down the line, they're gonna be like, look what he texted me. And they don't even care if it was months ago and you was cool with it, they finna just fire you. They're gonna take it as like you did right now. They don't want to hear, oh, we was dating, we was fucking, you know, some. And that's when I texted her that, like, I want to eat you out, knew that. Nah, nigga, you shouldn't have been dating her, you shouldn't have been touching her.
So my question, do you all think, and this is just yes or no, I'm going to go around the room, yes or no, and you can tell me why. Do you think that in this situation, Joy Taylor should be fired?
Spotlight ain't nothing without you, girl.
You know what that answer is. She don't want to say it. Go ahead.
Be honest. You know what it is.
Listen, she's speaking for womanhood right now. You know she finna talk. She finna tread real lightly, like Zoe said. Or B, one of y'all said that. Tread real light.
Them ballet shoes on, girl.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let her talk. Let her talk.
Mute, unmute.
Okay, in reality, yes, she should be fired.
She said in reality. What is virtual reality? No.
But however, in the den, it's harder when it comes to women because if she's smart enough, she would have slept with enough higher ups where she's able to cover herself because she has something on them.
Come on now, poor pussy management.
It's a little harder. That's why women don't really run into that problem that much. And men, like, they kind of got the. That's why I want to know, like, why do men keep falling for it? Like, why do men keep, like, taking the bait?
That's what we
like,
addressed it when we started. Yeah. That's what we addressed when we started.
The reason why men keep falling for it because one, they're premium suckers. Two, they think with their little head, not their big head. And three, the ass and titties do look nice. I mean, it's hard to turn it down, especially when you ain't the type of person that had enough of it when you were younger.
Especially when you're not really that
guy.
Hey,
can I say something to y'all?
Well, yeah, when you're really not that guy, right?
You're really not that guy.
Listen, bro. Hey, y'all peep this out. I was at the club the other night, right? And you know, I really don't step out like that, but I stepped out, right? I pop out, right? So I'm peeping the scene. And do you know, I was with two broads. Y'all know how I'm rocking. I'm chopping it up. I'm like, do y'all see how these niggas look? Because they talking about it. They like, look how he thirsty, girl. Like, you can literally see the niggas in the crowd or in the club, how they look like serial killers and like little rapey type niggas. You feel me? Like, you can tell they be drunk, so it be over. You like, you know, they can't even hide it. You know how a nigga can hide behind the bushes with his thirstiness? Niggas is out in the open, my nigga, in front of the tree, my nigga, not behind it. You feel me? Like, and it was heartbreaking that my brotherhood, my male figures, because them is my brothers, no matter what, at the end of the day, they represent men. And that shit hurt me, my nigga. That shit hurt me, gang. I was like, damn.
So do you think she should be? Do you think she should have been fired?
Like Clarissa said, in the professional algorithm, yeah, she should have. She should have. But at the same time, like Clarissa said, if she slept with God instead of the angels, she'd have been all right. You feel me?
She slept with a boy. She said she slept with one of them.
But I know, but then she slept with somebody else that made, you feel me?
No, she's sleeping with whoever she wants to get where she wants to. She's sleeping with the pieces on the chessboard. She's sleeping with whoever she wants to. When y'all say Game of Thrones,
it's Game of Thrones.
So when you say she should sleep with enough people, she did. She slept with the dude that was in control of the content. She slept with the dude on the show that she wanted to be on. He advocated for her. He gave her the show. And she like, if any of them get mad, I'm just gonna say that they was messing with me when they shouldn't have been.
I was pressured.
So
she gonna say she was pressured. She wasn't the pressure. You know how they always say, I'm pressured. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Layla Mack. Layla Mack, what's good with you?
What's up, Queen Peace?
Happy New Year, Layla.
Hey, you guys, how y'all doing?
Good. You always come with that fire. You always coming with that fire perspective. I'm itching to see what you think.
Man, we tapping our veins right now. Shoot us up.
Right.
What the fuck? Oh God, the pressure.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I don't know much about what's going on with that, but just based on what I'm hearing y'all discuss, they put her in that position. So she's playing the game how the men have sold it up. And that's what a lot of women are doing. They're playing the game how you men set it up. And so when they realize this is how I have to maneuver to move up in the ranks, they're using it to their advantage. So how can you get mad at her? Why should she be fired for doing the very thing that they're allowing and vouching for her to do?
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's
and the cool part about it is it sounds like they made her the player.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They gave her the game and they told her go play it, and she's out there executing it very flawlessly.
Well, Professor Black, do you like what the student had to say?
Absolutely. So let me ask you, is that a morally right thing to go about things?
I ain't gonna hit her with the morally. Hey, watch that lawyer ass nigga, man.
I'm just asking.
Based on her value, her self-value, she don't have any morals. So why would you expect morals from somebody that don't have self-value?
Ooh, that's one of your top students. That's one of your top students. That's one of your top students, gang.
No, absolutely. And I do agree with you. How can you expect morals from a moralist environment? So with that being said there, right? Because I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to agree with what you're saying. So now that we know that this is the landscape that we're playing with, then there should be no moral high road that we ever should travel when we're talking about this. Because now what that sounds like is no more honor amongst thieves. Because we're like, this is the game, and whoever sits on the throne, like you said, Game of Thrones, that's who it is. And it's so out there in your face that they can say, hey, this is even my trump card in the event that I do get caught in a situation. And we can still say, hey, we don't care. Because you got titties and ass.
So basically what Professor Black is saying,
you got
I'm one of
Targaryen
the top students though, but I'm just one of the clown students. Like I play too much in class. But he loved me just as much as he loved Layla Mack. Now with that being said, this is what he's saying. Everybody is sliming, snaking their way to the top.
Yeah.
Everybody. That's what this world has turned to.
Slime season.
What I'm saying? Everybody is sliming or snaking their way to the top.
You know, when I come on this scene, I come to disagree. That's not the truth. And see, the statement that you made about there's no honor amongst thieves. Of course, there's no honor, but that's why the natural algorithm is tearing down all these thieves and these den of serpents, so that those that really have those morals, those principles, those values, integrity can stand up. And see, that's where I believe you and PB are at. You guys are being introduced to now rise up above the ranks and set this stuff straight. But you guys are toggling the fence because you know that you're going up against a system that has been in place so long. And it's like, go along to get along. Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all just got to go ahead and be them kings.
I'm not toggling the fence because I already know that this is wrong on every aspect, whether it be morally, whether it be legally, whether it be socially, whether it be
hygienically.
It don't
Right,
even matter.
monetarily.
It's wrong on all those planes to me, because once this start happening, right, y'all start using y'all sex as a weapon, and then what happened is when y'all really get sexually assaulted, and then it's gonna be a whole nother issue.
Boy who cried
You know what I'm
wolf.
saying? Then we gonna be so we out here crying wolf, and then when the wolf really bite, then we gonna start talking about all the undocumented assaults, how women are being undervalued. No, we're playing a game where y'all using this moral compass all of a sudden. That's what I'm saying. We use the moral compass when it comes to what men do, but when it comes to women do, it's like, well, this is what y'all gave me, like Pac said. And if that is true, let's acknowledge that. And if we can acknowledge that, then those that's with it can say, hey, I'm with it, Cam Newton. And those that say they aren't, Hot Bees and me and whoever else, then they can say that, and then we can run a company accordingly. Because I wouldn't want somebody snaking in my business like that, because if they couldn't get to me, they might get to PB. If they don't get to PB, they might get to Zoe. You know what I'm saying?
They
They don't
definitely
get to
coming to
Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah, right. So
Hey, listen.
So it's like they got me.
Listen, if they look good,
But that's also why I'm
going.
not the CEO. You got to know yourself. That's why I'm just the nigga that make the beats.
Listen, man.
Don't put me in the CEO position. I don't know.
If they're a star, I might go, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm the easy one. They're gonna have a harder time with you and I.B. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Zoe seemed like he might be loose like me. We got them Drake vibes,
Listen, bro. I'm rolling the dice, bro.
You feel me? Hey, but no, hey, E.B.H. This is what she was saying, though. She wasn't talking about that, but that was a hell of a great point you made, Professor. But she was talking about the platform and how we can deboggle all this. You're
right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I took that wrong. I took that the wrong way. You're right. You're right. I was just thinking, I was like, maybe you kind of meant it like, that's why we trying to toggle it and fight it, because we're trying to understand it at the same time, but yet make it make sense where, hey, if this is what it is,
What
this
I
what we
think it
do.
is, this is my, because I've been dealing with y'all for a minute now. So we've had many conversations, we've listened to different perspectives, and we've shared a lot of different things. Y'all toggling the fence, meaning some of that shit still resides in you. So you can't totally call it out because it's part of who you are. So to call it out, you would have to uncover yourself. But
Oh,
when
no,
you
yeah,
get rid of
I mean,
that secret shit, that stuff that you do kind of subscribe to in part of your nature that people don't know about, then you can call that stuff out publicly and address it, because you like people always say, I'm not saying nothing because if whatever I was saying, if I was capping, my Facebook is public. You can call me out right now. So he knows that he could make statements and he ain't got to worry about somebody hopping on the live and being like, oh, well, you was doing XYZ. Because he knows what he's doing. He knows how he's moving in secret. So he doesn't have to worry about being blackmailed. But
right.
you can't call stuff out as a king. You can't call stuff out if your kingdom is falling apart secretly. You know what I'm saying? You have to have your shit together. And that's what I mean by toggling the fence. You got to get it together. You guys want these type of women, you have to produce them.
What gives you the perception that my infrastructure is not structured?
No, she was talking about me, bro.
No, I'm talking about both of you. Because you just made a statement. You said now that we've come to the conclusion, right, that there's no honor amongst thieves, then we moving forward, we can't come with a moral code. That right there let me know. That right there let me know that you are toggling the fence, because whether we understand there's thieves in this group or not, by you being the king or you being the head, you have to eradicate that. You're the one in charge to determine who is the weak link and get rid of them. So by you being the king and you saying that there's some thieves amongst you, oh, but we ain't gonna have no moral code, then that means that you just went ahead and laid your kingdom to your thieves. You're allowing yourself to be robbed.
No,
and then complaining about it.
No, what I later said was, now that we know that, you can decide whether you want to have this type of establishment.
He did say that, yeah.
Like Cam Newton, or this type of establishment like Habib's and myself, because all that thieves and honoring and shit, I'm not playing none of that. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
playing
all
none of
dysfunction and
that. I'm
confusion.
not
That's how the
playing
enemy
none of
moves.
that at all. None of that at all. I'm not
Enemy
hiring
moves in
you because
confusion.
of what you look like. I'm not letting you finesse me because of none of that. And when I'm saying that there's no honor amongst thieves over there, because there's honor amongst thieves in what I do and how we run. Because like you said,
But you're saying that as a single man. You're never gonna,
what does
I'm
that
telling you
mean?
what's facts. You're never gonna be
What?
able to really stand on that ground about how you deal with the female until you are married and you have a covenant.
That's not
As
true.
long as you are a single,
Okay.
yes, it is true. As
I
long as
was
you
Not
are a
married.
true.
single male, you're gonna be
Let her
battling with a
talk.
temptation because you don't have no covenant. You don't have something,
No.
like I told you guys before, it's God, man, and the woman. Right?
Right.
The
So
moment you really link with God, he's gonna send you a woman because he has to have y'all working in harmony.
okay, so stop right there. But just because I don't have a woman don't mean I'm not covered. Because remember you said there's God, man, then woman. I'm always covered with God because that's who I'm tapped in, whether I have a woman or not. I can
See,
also, and then also, you don't have to be in a situation to speak of a situation. Because all
see,
you
I
have to
didn't say
do is,
that. I said
all
as
you,
far as establishing the infrastructure.
oh,
You can speak on it
I
right
can
now
establish.
because you're covered.
I can establish an infrastructure, but that's what the whole issue is right now. Because who do I establish my infrastructure with? Because the 68.2% of the women do not want to establish an infrastructure with a man leading it. They
Right.
do not, and that's what the issue is. So it's not that it's I'm inept. In part, yes, because I'm a flawed man, but that's not the reason why that I'm not married, because I don't have the skills or how to set up an infrastructure or to speak on it, because I'm not married. Because I know a bunch of married fools. I'm talking
thank you.
about no. I'm talking
Thank
about
you.
no. I'm talking about when I was telling them hey, this is what's going on in your situation. Nah, you single, you don't know what you're talking about.
You
Hey,
can't
so why
possibly know.
so now why are you calling me asking me for shit now? And when I was telling you about it the whole time, not to be like I'm throwing a nigga under
Because
the
they're
bus.
moving like they're single. Because they're
No,
moving like
no,
they're single.
no,
See, what I'm
no,
talking about,
no.
no, what I'm saying is what I'm talking about is proper covenant. Like you said, you're always going to be covered because it's God
Right,
and you, so you're covered, right?
right,
That means that you're protected and you're directed, right?
Right.
right.
But what did he say when he made Adam? He said he's protected, he's directed, and he's been given his provision, but it is not good that he be alone. So before he
Okay.
even fully put him into full work, he said, let me put him to sleep and let me give him a helpmate so that she can
Full work.
help him establish to lay in
Mm-hmm.
foundation this kingdom. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
I know. Yeah,
And I agree with that, but
I know what you're talking about.
when you say full work, I would like to know more what you mean by that. But to answer what you're saying, your general statement is this: when God created things, it was good, which basically means that it was perfect. Like it was good by itself. Everything that He did. Now, when God created man, he knew that it wasn't good for him to be alone. Not because he was inept in some way. It's just because that's not how his dynamic works. Because there has to be a balance. Obviously, there has to be complementary parts because things are woven into each other. So it wasn't because of he was being inept. He only became inept when he started listening to things that was beside what he was told directly. He fell out of covenant with God. He didn't get in trouble so much for listening to the woman. He got in trouble because he didn't listen to God. That's what the real
Right, his
issue was.
disobedience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear
He
what
should
Habib.
he should have been instructing his wife. God told us not to do this. This is what we're supposed to do. And then the first thing that you do when God come back to the garden is the nigga hide.
Yeah.
And God's like, bruh, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, it was her and the serpent. He like, get your sorry ass the fuck up out of
Yeah,
here.
but
Suckers, don't be hiding.
I want to
Yeah,
hear what B got to say, but I
yeah. I
don't
know
want
you're
to dismiss.
interested.
I
I
don't
know
want
you're
to dismiss what you say though, Queen, because what you're saying applies to a lot of people, and even if it do apply to me, and I just don't know it yet, then that's some sound wisdom. But there's also
Habib.
other things to it as well.
Habib gonna address that. What you had to say, Habib? I know you got something in the chamber. What's up, gang?
Man, I mean, okay. So like I was married for 22 years. So I think I can speak on this on
Oh shit.
the life of somebody who was married and doing the right thing. This is integrity. This like this specific situation don't even take marriage because this is work, right? So men need to stop putting vagina above every fucking thing else in the whole goddamn world. Like other people's livelihood, your own integrity, who you are as a fucking man, right? Like there are other people in the world you can go see, right? Don't shit where you eat, bro. You don't get your meat and bread on the same aisle, same place, right? Can we be smarter than that? Like this is ridiculous, right? Like there is no reason why it has to be that you're going to compromise and give in and sully the whole thing of your whole company for something that's going to last a few minutes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If she's doing that, she's not for you, bro. She's from the streets. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, we have to be smarter than this. We have to be better than this. Like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. That's all I have to say. Like, I'm not trying to be, holier than thou or nothing like that. But
brother, it is okay to have standards.
So
it is okay
you gotta
to
be
have
better.
standards.
So I agree with what Habib just said, and that was heartfelt. I felt him. I've never been married in my life, but I lived like I was with like I had a common law marriage or whatever for 20 years. But now
then you was married, bro. Basically, same shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I lived it like what I'm saying, like I was married. But the thing is, bro, like that's harmony. This is deep, bro. This is gonna take a little second for me to explain, but being in a relationship, a real one, like Lady Mac was referring to, and a lot of us, we got our own perceptions, and it was the way she came off talking about, you feel me, like, oh, you're not in a relationship, so it kind of rubbed us a little different. But what she really saying, bro, is that if you're gonna talk about it, you gotta be about it. If you're gonna talk it, you gotta walk it. You feel me?
Integrity.
And we talk it like like we walk it. We talking about now though. Yeah, we had mishaps in the past with our relationships, but we talking about now. And right now, me, Hot Beef, and Black, I don't know about Zoe. He a young nigga. He's still rocking like he cut off stocking in the penitentiary trying to get waves, but that's another story. But now we are trying to find that queen piece, right? We searching. And earlier, me and Black just said, man, we finna just give up the search because these girls don't want to be her. They want to be him. So that's why we in the situation that we in right now. And so we just talking it now to help somebody under us, these young cats. We trying to reboot them. Like you said, me and Black got the power to reset the algorithm. So that's what we trying to do. And the powers of be gonna step on our necks and trying to stop us from doing it, but we gonna blow the gates down. But anyway, to be in a relationship, bro, it has to be 360, bro. Patience, love, moral, honor, respect. You know what I'm saying? A lot of like spiritual, everything has to be connected. Like the movie Avatar, how she was saying that the plants and the life is all connected in one. That's the same, that's life, bro.
And so if that's the case, how do we justify a woman like Joy Taylor? That's what I'm saying. Like, wait, on one hand,
she should be fired.
No, I'm like, on one hand, but I'm just saying, on one hand, we could justify what she's doing, but at the same time, I'm supposed to look that same woman in the eye and get on one knee and ask her to marry me, and then believe that she wouldn't treat me in the same kind of fashion because her bag is more important than me.
Yes. So look, listen, the world is set up like this, Black. It scales. Some people are going to weigh over here. There's going to be a lot of people over here, and there's going to be less people over here. So it's going to go like that. Or it's going to be vice versa. It's never going to be the same. It's never going to weigh out the same, bro.
So how do we consecrate that, ladies? How do us as men? What should we do? What is needed from us in order for us not to put y'all in a situation where y'all feel like y'all have to do that? I'm talking about realistically, because we know stop objectifying y'all, but y'all objectify yourselves.
Black, I'm gonna say one thing and let the ladies talk. It's just like how the women get on social media, right? And be like, you thirsty. But broad, just 15 minutes ago, you just posted a full-fledged 2 bodysuit, whatever, bikini on. And showed all your shit. Nigga, fat, yacht, big tits, all that. You just showed everything. But then 15 minutes later, you finna say niggas is thirsty. Because you put that out there and 1,000 niggas got on your comments and hearted it and then got in your inbox. So now they thirsty?
She didn't get hit on by the nigga she wanted to get hit on. That's what.
So now everybody thirsty, yeah. You know? But go ahead, ladies.
I just wanted to say this before y'all jump out there too, and this was actually just in support of the entirety of the conversation as far as resetting the algorithm goes. The pendulum only goes one way for so long. And that's nature, that's science, that's biology. So you feel me? So all of this, you feel me? What y'all say, the 62% of it? Listen,
68.2.
Them niggas only got power for so long. One of these days, that motherfucker pendulum gonna start. And I think what's happening right now is that the pendulum is starting to move in that other direction, because now we're starting to really deprogram ourselves and wake up to see what the fuck is really going on. And don't get me wrong, I'm like Rich, you feel me? When it comes to, I'm a joke around in the class. I'm gonna make some niggas laugh. But please know, my baby mama is in the next room right there. My child is in the next room sleeping in the next room. You know what I'm saying?
He's trying to do the right thing, y'all. He's trying to do the right thing.
And my last name is King. So when y'all say KZMF, it's King Zo, motherfucker. But that's because my father instilled to me what it is to be a king, what it is to have a kingdom, what it is to be benevolent, kind, patient, and all these things. Like, this is why the Bible speaks on, you know, partnership and being like equally yoked with your people. And this is why I think that it's beautiful right now that we even having conversations like this, because I think it's just a proof that that pendulum is really starting to swing in the opposite direction for niggas that can really see this shit, bro.
Know that. You heard me. Know that. And look, I just want to add this to it, man. Bro, I've always felt like this, and Black will tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? And like Lady Mac said, I don't cut no corners. I'm coming straight and direct. I always felt like, by the way that we are designed as men, we were always had the royal right to have as many as women as we want. And let me tell you why that's being said. I knew you was
gonna go too far.
No, listen.
Oh, God.
I felt like that, right?
I was gonna let the ladies talk. Go ahead, though. No, you tell me why, though.
Listen,
I'm gonna be open-minded.
I felt like that because the way we was designed, and like I said, shout out to Copa, you feel me, Miss Corinne, because she had brought this to our attention like a few episodes ago, a couple years ago, when E.B.H first started this here thing. You feel me, that we are designed to have 15 women and get them all pregnant at the same time. Yes, we are designed like that, but it takes a real honorable man not to do it. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah. Just because you can do something don't mean you should fucking rush and do that shit. No cap.
So I guess my question is, what do y'all need from us as men in order for us to keep the pendulum swinging in a direction where y'all don't have to do all that?
Yeah, know that.
I'm sincerely curious.
Well, I can speak and I'm gonna do a Corinne from my perspective.
Shout out Copa.
I can only speak from my perspective on this, and I'm gonna say like this. This is what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? As a female growing up in the 80s and the 90s, being introduced to Macism, playerism, all of that. I had to make a decisive decision that I no longer wanted to be objectified, and I no longer wanted to play the game of being choosy and picking this nigga because he's the hot nigga on the block, or you know what I'm saying, he's the gangster and everybody respect him. I had to make a decisive decision for myself and say, I don't want to be led by the way that the world is going. I want a man that's going to honor God. I want a man that's going to honor me. I want a man that's going to build his community and not tear it down by claiming he's building it by selling dope and getting money for me and him and our kids to get out the hood. I don't want to tear another family down for me and my family to be built up. So I had to say that I no longer wanted to play the game of what my homegirls were doing, using their bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a man at home because I was in a long-term relationship, but my homegirls was constantly trying to get me to go out to the club. I had never been a clubber before I even got in my long-term relationship. But they like, oh, you at home with that nigga, you need to come out with us. He keep you locked up and you stay pregnant. Da, 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 da. And I'm looking at what that lifestyle was doing to them. They have 5, 6 kids, and every week they got a new nigga that they kids is calling daddy. But here I am at home with my 5 kids, and they all with their one dad. And so I had to really look at the society in which I was engulfed in and really say, you know what? I have to stray. And so what it took for me, not necessarily you men, because you men, right, are going to do what y'all do. It took for me to withdraw and say, I'm done playing this game. I no longer want to play the game how many have failed and played it. So I'm going to tap out. I'm going to take some time out and put some time into myself. And what I did at that point was I went to start searching out different religions and different beliefs. And then it just took me straight to the Bible, where I studied the Bible and I began to really examine myself. Instead of looking at society and judging society for its degradation, I started looking at the degradation in myself, the way I thought, the way I responded to men, how I viewed men, how I viewed my sisters, how I viewed myself as a woman. And then I realized that where that scripture says, if you take the plank out of your own eye, then you can see clearly how to remove the sawdust from your brother. I cannot help another female until I first help myself and identify because I wasn't really loose and sleeping with a lot of men and to climb up the ranks that way. I was using I was not them. I was mind fucking them. Don't let me get into bed with them and then it's really over. But I was mind fucking them. And that's where my weapon was. And that's just as wicked as having sex with them. Because now you're performing master manipulation on a male at a level that they shouldn't even succumb to. So I don't necessarily have an opinion for y'all what y'all should do other than what I'm saying I did. I withdrew and I suck out my higher power, my Father, which are in heaven, to give me guidance on how to be a woman. And when I started doing that, he started showing me the proper order, what he really wanted for Adam and Eve, what he really wanted Eve to do for Adam. And that's how I was able to say, I'm done with this shit. Let me do something different.
Yeah. So basically y'all need Jesus.
No, we all need Jesus. But in order for me to be a woman, right, and not be objectified by men, I gotta go find God. That way, when a man does come to me, I could either determine if he's a 68.2 or if he that 1%.
Yeah.
You gotta have some type of spirituality. If you don't, and that means Buddhism, Hinduism, whatever, tribalism, Voodooism, Christianity, Islam, Jews, all it don't matter. Native, earth and wind and fire type
one of
shit.
them is right.
You know what I'm saying? They all right because they was all delivered by the one in truth. It don't matter. Just listen. Belief is like school. When you went to school, you had to study different subjects. All these different religions are just different subjects. I studied them all. I trained with them all. I built with them all. Only one I just didn't rock with was the Mormons, because they said the dude that the dude that introduced Mormons religion or belief in the 1800s.
Joseph Smith.
Yes, Joseph Smith. They said God and Jesus came to him in a room. And he explained everything about that day, bro, from when the sun rays, the way the grass, the glades of grass, the way they were swaying in the wind, the follicles, the trees, but he didn't explain how Jesus and God look. So I had to stop studying with them, because I was like, hold on, wait a minute. This man just met the most two important people in mankind's life. Jesus, the son, the prophet, and die.
Farrakhan Rich. You cut your Farrakhan Rich.
Hey,
I'm just saying,
how
bro.
about that? And the fact that it's because of the Mormons that Social Security exists, which is the whole
We're not
reason
about to
why.
go down all these roads y'all trying to go down, but check this out
I'm
though.
not trying to go down shit. It's
It don't
history.
matter. He said something, and the next thing you know, I'll be like, yeah, they also said there's other planets and shit that you go to when you die, which is true. So
Well,
anyway,
Mars has the connections with
but
Egypt.
check this out though. I want the women's opinion how we should deal with women like this then.
Yeah.
He knew what it was up front.
Right.
He ended up going broke. I have expectations. When you don't meet my expectations, I move the hell on.
You left your husband because he went through a little financial struggle.
And did.
At any point in time, did you feel that love
Jesus Christ
should have kept you there?
I feel like he didn't love me because if he did, he wouldn't have went through a financial struggle. A man that loves a woman don't go through hard times.
I don't think that any man predicts or plans to have a financial struggle.
They make a way.
His job laid him off. What?
I mean, I don't care what he did, but he should have made a way.
What are we supposed to do with that?
Put it on Clarissa first. Put it on Clarissa. Put Clarissa on the big screen, man.
Hold on.
I for surely want to hear from her. She be in Florida. She knows what's going on. What's going, Queen?
You gotta run. You gotta run. You gotta know how to pick them.
She said you got.
You lucky you got out of it there.
Hey,
Wait. Hold up. You said we gotta know how to pick, right?
Yeah.
So how come when we tell women they need to learn to pick better, that's like the second coming of Jesus Christ? Like, what's that about then?
Because we all know women struggle with accountability.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Do we? That we're admitting that. Okay.
So how do we
listen? That's why she got her own show.
How do we
there go the clip.
Hold on, Clarissa, because she's being very vague and naive right now. Black, don't let her get away. This is the E.B.H. Black college. We don't play that, Professor. Hold on, man. She tried to treat us, my nigga, right now.
That's how Clarissa is. Clarissa,
no, we finna make her be accountable for what she just said. Now, Clarissa, how do we avoid falling in love with the girl and before, like, how do we figure that out before we fall in love with the girl?
How do we avoid the coochie catapulters?
Yes.
Avoid.
Ask her to pay for half of something.
Oh wow! See,
she said,
is that what they do that for, Black?
What?
Oh my God! That is a real.
Nigga said, ask her to pull up with half the check.
Ask her to pay for something.
And see how she'll react. If she a real one, she'll be like, okay, cool. Or she'll offer to do it beforehand. If you got to pay for everything, you fucking up, bro.
Yeah, see,
don't set that fucking precedent.
See,
ain't a chance in hell.
You never too old to learn, man. See, I've been going off the old algorithm. See, me and Black talk about this.
But Clarissa said, don't get the yak. That's how you avoid it.
Don't get the yak. She's being vague and naive again. What do you mean? Like, no,
that's the truth.
We want the yak. We want to know, Clarissa, how you say
she
wants one.
Okay, listen. We know that you want the yak, and I know that this is my end goal. I know that you're going to cave for my yak before I cave on my end goal.
Get that bitch some cognac.
So, if you avoid the yak, I have to put more of myself forward so that I can reach my goal. You will know whether or not
I get it. Okay, it went over my head.
You hold out on the yak.
Teach him, girl. Teach him.
Roger that.
Run after them.
Roger that. Thank you, Clarissa. Thank you.
Stop putting the vagina above everything.
Right. You said that earlier, gang.
Listen,
you said
free
game.
game.
You know what? Hold on, Hot Beef.
Free
it's
game.
Funny and ironic that your name is Hot Beef, but you talk like this. Hey, man, do you know that the beaver is the most powerful resource on this planet? And you're right. We got to stop acknowledging that because Hot Beef, the beaver was the first form of trade. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't food. It wasn't land. the most important things now that we all preach about. Oh, nigga, get some property, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Get this and that.
And the
All this stuff,
LLC.
nigga. You feel me? But the first form of trade was some yacht. Okay. Then the first recorded war was over some yacht. Helen of Troy. She had the whole kingdom of Troy tore down because she left the Greek nigga, the Spartan man she was with, to go be with the young Trojan. And now that's why they got Trojan condoms, because they got fucked.
How come he can go down the history rabbit hole, but I can't? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? But as soon as I talk about Mormons and Social Security, oh my God. So it's too
Black, you on mute, Black. Black, you muted, man. No, he's talking to somebody else. But yeah, I'm just saying, bro, he's smart about that. The most valuable resource on this planet is the beaver. So we have to.
That's because we giving it that value.
We got to start. You know how they say we stepping on shit. We got to step on the beaver.
So it's a market economics question. It's a market economics question.
So check this out.
So hold on, Black. That girl.
Because the truth is, in reality, the D is just as fucking valuable, my friends.
I've been telling
y'all
I've been telling people
don't know how to value yourself. So no one can value you. Right? I know what I got, what I bring to the table. I'm not paying for shit. You should pay me.
I'm bringing the whole damn table.
I'm rare. So stop acting like you don't have value. Right? Like this is a fair exchange. I'm not paying for shit.
Man, he sound like an Oakland nigga.
So yeah, you do. Hey, so check this out though. Through this conversation, what I've understood though is this: since men value the yacht the way they do, right? Women are going to leverage it, and they know that we're going to break before they do, right? So really is. They already got it planned out because they already know it's a war of attrition. Like we're gonna falter first most of the time.
Right.
So that's why they play the game that they do. So we can't blame them. We can't blame them. I mean, even though they doing wrong, we can't blame them. Just like Adam shouldn't have blamed Eve, but it's still Eve's fault, though.
Hey, man, listen, B.A.B., man, blame a bitch.
You're right, Black, but look. Hey,
I'm so sorry.
You said we can't blame them, right, cuz? Here we go. Delilah. Anybody know about Samson and Delilah? Yeah. Nobody could know where Samson got his powers from. He didn't even tell his own mama. You feel me? But he lay up with Delilah one night.
Pillow talk.
You feel me? And like Clarissa said, he shouldn't have got the yacht. And she asked him, where do you get your powers from? And he said, my lovely hair. And what happened when he woke up?
She was like, cool.
What happened when he woke up?
Scissors real quick.
Open the door within the So you ain't got no hair no more. Because they ran in there and grabbed him.
She hit that nigga with the...
You missing the key part. So look. You missing the key part. Wait, hold on. Wait. Because you missing the key part with the Delilah story. It wasn't just one night that she laid up with him.
Thank you.
They laid up multiple nights.
I know that.
She took time on his ass, marinated him.
I know.
That's why I'm saying it's y'all have, because we're gonna do what we do. Y'all would have to be the ones to take the value out of it.
Yeah, I know she finessed him, and it was the king that sent her. You feel me? Sicked her on him. But when I just broke it down to the last night, he broke. He said, finally, fuck it. Baby, I get it from my power. My power comes from my hair.
But the point that, and the point that she making that they can outlast us, because even David, right? Man after God's own heart, plotted on partner. Plotted on him, sent him to war, sent him on dummy missions, tried to get him knocked off, all kind of stuff.
So this is the thing. So we need to have a real conversation about marriage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This when I get off the podcast.
Because
who does this work
girl
for?
gonna start watching him, and she gonna be like, "Nigga, don't start fronting your move and talking now, nigga." You feel me?
She gonna pull this episode up so quick. She gonna be like, "Ain't that your lawyer?"
Hey, but nah.
And your cousin.
Hey, I wanted to say something that Black was talking about. Damn, I forgot. But nah. Hey, Black, like you said earlier, you like when we was talking about how man used to take care of it. No, Habib made me think of it again. Women like how men used to take care of the bill, take care of everything, the tab, all the shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then this is where Black came in earlier. He said, women, we want to work. We don't want to sit at home and wear aprons no more. We don't want to change diapers no more. We want to get into the workforce. So now women doing jobs that men do. And now women do the jobs better than men, and longer than men. Because, that's how women are. When they determine. Because they come from a working force. Being at home and a housewife is the worst, the biggest job ever. So if you put them in the workforce,
human beings, facts.
They gonna work. So now they taking all the jobs from the niggas. So now they got all the bad because there ain't no dope no more. Niggas ain't on blocks no more. Scamming ain't what it seems to be. You feel me? So now the women really winning. And they talking big shit too. They talk big shit, nigga. They got the cars, they got the houses, they got the boats, nigga. They got the clubs, they got the bottles, they got the vape pens, they got the eyelashes, the wigs. Nigga, they spend bag, nigga. They got the BBLs, nigga. You niggas can't fuck with these bitches today. You heard me? So what I'm saying is that now, like Hot Beef said, baby, it's on you, baby. It's not a man's world no more.
Lie. That's a lie.
Listen. From a financial aspect, I just like to go ahead and
That's
say
a
to all
lie
my
too.
California listeners, AOB. I learned.
Yeah, sir.
I learned.
All on, baby.
And listen. Though the reason why I even got to this point was like just because of what Rich was just talking about. Oh, we got this and we balling and we did it and that. Okay, cool. Spin a check.
The
Spin a
scrap
fucking check. Spin a fucking check.
Mm.
Let me see what that bank talking
right?
about. And then
It's more than just money.
I'm flipping the script on their ass. If you broke, just say that.
Yeah. It ain't just money though. I don't need just your money. I need your attention. I need your work. Do you plan shit for me? When's the last time you planned something for me?
Okay, so I see men.
You don't surprise me with gifts.
What have you done for me lately?
Hey, but listen, y'all don't hear how we sound like them 50 years ago?
I was just about to say. I was just about to say that. I was just about to say. How the tides have turned. But so this is my thing, though. Now that we know that we in this conundrum, and this kind of sums it all up for me, like where we are now. This is where we are in society, and I'm glad we brought it all out so that way we can parse through it and save the good parts and get rid of the parts that's not so good. So I want to know y'all opinion about this.
And I don't dress like this when I'm with you?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed to dress like this for the strip mall. I didn't know I needed to dress like this for the food court. My apologies, but me and my friends, we got money, and it's long. So I get dressed up because I'm going to spend it. Now, if you want to take me somewhere where this is an appropriate attire, not the movie theater.
So I'm a broke nigga who don't take you nowhere. That what you saying?
Didn't say you was broke.
That what you saying?
Your money
That what you
long,
saying?
too.
So I don't take you place where you have to put on good clothes. That what you telling me?
That's what I'm saying. When do you go to catch with me?
I caught you. The catch, baby. The catch done. I got my baby.
I might be caught, but that don't mean I can't hop back in that water.
Oh.
And the water is
and that's why men don't open up. So I open up and say how I feel about you wearing that. All of a sudden I'm broke. All of a sudden I'll take you nowhere.
Open up your wallets. How about that?
Damn.
Talk about this why I don't open up. I can't share my feelings, boy.
When the last time you paid a bill in this house?
Scratching her neck now.
The lights on, right? You took a shower to put that before you put that on, right? So I mean the water's on, right? Ooh, you watching your favorite TV show, so that everything work, right?
Everything works.
Yeah, but you.
Some of that PG&E got paid.
Miss my money along. Me, my friends go to catch.
That boy said everything worked but you. Check that out.
YB.
Hey,
Hey,
so
I
look,
fuck with him.
so
I
this is
fuck with him.
so
Hey,
this
hey,
is
listen,
so
hey, I
this is
fuck with
my
her.
thing about that. So when women talking about, hey, if you pay all the bills, I'll submit and all that. Lie,
Lie.
lie,
Cap.
lie. So
What, hey,
look,
Black, what they been posting? Hold on, Black, what they been posting? If you lead right, I'll listen.
No, the fuck you
I'll
won't.
follow.
no, here you go.
Disdain.
Yeah.
He
Lead
screenshotted the
right so I can
bullshit.
follow.
They said lead right so I could follow better. So ladies, can you? It's two of you
I
ladies
can't
on here.
even. Yep.
Can
Let me
y'all
go ahead and
tell
turn
me
the
what
camera
do
and my mic
leading
off.
right sounds like? Guys, I'm gonna mute all y'all mics. I'll drop all of us down. You know what? I'm gonna drop all of us down for a second.
I just want to
Hold
see them
on.
two. I just want to see
Hold on.
them
I
two.
gotta hear this. Now, ladies, let us know, what does leading y'all right look like?
What they mean by it? Basically being a yes man and the do boy low key. Like they want to be able to be a pillow princess, the passenger princess, 24/7, but still be over the kingdom, but don't want to have to supply and maintain the kingdom. That's the best way that I can put it.
What is that movie called? It's called Beowulf or Beowulf, something like that. Do y'all know what that movie is, gentlemen?
No, I don't know what that movie is. Hold on. Zoe said, what is it, Zoe?
Beowulf is a story about a gladiator. It's almost kind of like Spartacus. They kind of get into like a little bit of the mythology and shit like that. But yeah, I read the book and saw the movie.
Okay, so it's like the part of Angelina Jolie, right? She's in a cave and she seeks out the kings to procreate her little monster babies with. Um, so they're catching, right? And all of y'all should go watch the movie to kind of get the context in which I'm trying to present. But they're catching like him, that little clip you just showed, he caught his own damn enemy. She looks good, but she's a fucking tyrant. Her mouth is poison and her heart is just full of sickness. But she looks beautiful on the outside, but look at what he has to deal with. So like y'all gotta be more purposeful for yourself when you're catching these things, because even though she looks beautiful, and I'm sure a lot of you men can vouch, they give you the most fucking problems because they have been taught by society that their beauty allows them to be tyrants. And you guys have shown them time and time again by catching these same women, because they all look alike, but they act like damn tyrants. And that's what this society has produced. Y'all need to rise up and say, you know what, she's beautiful. If you just listen to a person for 5 minutes and you have enough wisdom in your mind, you could determine the status of their heart. Out of the abundance of the mouth, the heart speaks. So if you really want to know a person, just let them talk to you and listen to them. Carefully consider what's coming out of their mouth, and you can determine. And throughout a little bit of time, you watch what they do to see the consistency between what they say and what they do, like what Clarissa was talking about earlier. If you don't give a woman the D and she's acting like she don't really care, hold her ass to that for a month, and I bet you the true colors will come out. The true colors will come out, because she's not going to understand, with as good as I look, why he ain't trying to get me in the bed. The beast will come out of her. Her true intent will come out. But y'all have to stop playing a game, knowing, like PBR says all the time, with the way society is now, with how women are treating themselves at this point, it's a player's paradise. Because you ain't even got to go out here and spit game. They jumping in y'all inboxes, showing y'all everything. Like, you want it? We could do it right now. We'll do it virtually. You want me to pull up on you? We could do it in person. Like, this is how crazy this is. Y'all gonna have to raise y'all standards in order to get the right woman. And it's not about what she looks like. It's about what's in her heart, the contents of her heart, where her mind is at. But y'all done got so caught up with her body, with their bodies, and with the fact that they are hustlers and all of this and that y'all can't even see past that, because you'll go along with the pain to get the pleasure, and then complain to your homeboy about the hell that the tyrant is raising at the house.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Sound like everybody need fucking therapy. That's what the fuck it sound like.
No, they just need to do what she said. It wasn't that hard. We just gave them.
Yeah.
We just could have saved your life in the last 10 minutes right there.
And
Just
ladies,
listen.
ladies, that go for y'all too. What she said, y'all be doing that same thing for the niggas that got that certain look y'all like. You know what I'm saying? The colored eyes, or the pretty hairs, or the body shape, the muscles.
You be taking shots, bro.
You know, it's vice versa. You know, the world is vice versa. We just can't talk down on the men now, okay? Women too.
Yeah, that's true. Women. So what about women in that aspect? Because women like to call that settling. Like,
yeah,
that's not settling. Like, I think we all caught up in this whole vanity hype.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess I understand why, because men are falling for it, because women have the ability to do it. So
this is what it is, Black. You know how I like to, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, Zoe, you know, he didn't let you do your historical shit. But Black, you know what it is, bro. The eastern the eastern part of like, you know, Western society is meaning like Europe and Americas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Eastern society, they had beautiful women. They had lovely, great bodies. But they didn't let that control them. You feel me? It was the Westerners that put the image report out. It was men that used to wear wigs and high heels and purses and stockings. It wasn't women. Men started that first. Perfumes and shit, makeup, lipstick, little fake moles on your face. Men used to do that shit in Europe.
The French guys. They were wearing high heels.
Exactly. The others were doing that. Our counterparts.
And then it changed to women wearing purses, heels, wigs, makeup. But that used to be commodities, you know what I'm saying, for men. You feel me? So in some type of turn in history, I would say like in the maybe a little bit at, you know, I guess like in the 1800s, maybe that's when the women start taking it, because the men was doing that in the 1700s, 1600s, heels and high heels and perfumes. Women didn't wear that shit. They didn't allow it. They didn't have purses. You feel me? But sometime in the turn of events, they gave it to the women, and now it's all about image. It's all about, they didn't went to the extent the BBLs, bro. Like, who wants to change their whole body, gang? Like, that never even mattered. That never mattered to me how I got the girl body was. Like, that never really mattered to me. I'm gonna hit you if I like you or not.
Yeah, but they get more when they got the aesthetics. That's just a proven fact, man.
Thank you, Corinne. That's real right there.
I still ain't hit a BBL.
Read that, Layla Mac. Read that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all care too much what she looks like and how big her ass is, and not if she's going to wipe your ass if you get in an accident, or can't when you get too old to do it yourself.
Yay! That's that. Hey, that's who we were shouting out earlier, y'all. Coca right there.
I got a girl that'll wipe my ass.
So okay. With that being said, though, right? That's not. Most women ain't out here trying to wipe a nigga ass. They don't even want to buy him something to eat, more or less wipe his ass nowadays, right? Because now relationships are monetized now. Like, it's all about monetization with relationships.
Wait. We got a soundbite for that. Michael Jordan said something.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it.
Yeah. Know that.
And so now that it's being monetized, I really think men are trying to love women, but women like, nah, it's all about the bag now. And this was another example of this. And I want to know what y'all think about this. What?
Hold on. Who taught him that? You know that was.
See, at what point in life did love become? Think about the real love.
Yeah, your end of the equation and my end of the equation. I don't know about who taught them that. I think they knew. We showed them. We gave them the blueprint for that.
We didn't teach them that,
I
man. That's
say
the
for me,
biological imperative, my friend. It's always been that.
For me, when I was younger, gang, a lot of girls used to tell me they love me, and I used to tell them I love money.
So check this.
I love me too.
I'm trying to see at what point in life did love become monetized. Because I remember at one point in time in life, like I was talking about catching the bus earlier, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could be, like I could love a person, like real love, man, we gonna catch the bus together. We'll sleep on the floor together. We'll sleep in the I'm being honest. That's like real love. I'm talking about real unconditional love do not come with a price. It don't come with a number. When you really love somebody, you don't even think about the real love. Don't think about the money. The money just come. The bread come. The 50-50 or whatever, 60-40 or 110 or whatever. It just come with the territory when the love is real and genuine. You don't gotta ask these questions. You don't gotta ask what kind of man you want. You don't gotta ask, is we going 50-50? You don't gotta ask what kind of car we gonna drive. You don't even gotta ask what we gonna eat tonight. Real love, we'll bust down a peanut butter jelly sandwich and be happy and love each other. The problem is people not loving each other no more. People loving lifestyles. So it's like I want to love the man that can give me a lifestyle, or I want to love the woman that makes me look like I'm the man that got the lifestyle. That's what it is. It's the idea of people thinking about
the image,
how the relationship can change their life instead of just saying like, I just love you. I love you too. And we just good. Like we can go fly kites on Sundays. And you know what's crazy? It's real love out here. That is the love really that's lasting, but we don't publicize that love. And that's why people don't understand or know it, because we don't see enough of that. We see demonetized love. And that's why we also fucked up emotionally, because we're not glorifying that kind of love. And that kind of love exists. It's happening every day. Those type of people they don't care about the social media. They don't care about none of that shit.
Exactly.
I love that. And it's great. Hold on, Alan. But very poetic. If you looked at 8 at the table in what, 2020?
Kind of car we gonna drive? You don't even gotta ask what we gonna eat tonight. Real love will
bust down a PB&J and be happy. Facts.
Yeah, but men,
and that's real.
And we all know that's real. And men didn't teach women to look at stuff the way that they're looking at it right now, because a woman ain't busting down no PBJ with you. Because I was looking at something. I'm lying.
You're talking about so we need to break down. We need to like really make it crystal clear. Yeah. The individual that you're talking about.
From them.
No, not personally me, because it's not. I'm not the only female with the mentality that I have.
I know, but
I'm just saying.
You are the Eve of the women that think like you. That's why I said you. We don't know who's watching.
Let me help y'all. I'm about to explain it right now. Hold on. Damn. Hold on. I wish y'all could see this on this bell curve. I'm about to take my picture off of it. Look at this bell curve. See, on that bell curve, there's a portion in the middle where it say 34.1 2 times. That's a 68.2. That is the majority of people. There are outliers on each side. There's an outlier on the left side. There's one on the right side. The outlier on that side, those are the people that's always going to do it. There's the outliers on the other side that's never going to do it. But most people fall in that middle. So when I'm talking about, for the most part, I'm talking about what's in the middle. Because the average person that comes on the podcast will fall somewhere in the middle. Because the person that ain't going to never do it, it don't matter. They just going to troll the damn shit. They don't care. They going to talk shit. Then there's the ones that's already doing it, and they don't need to hear this. So when I talk, when I'm talking in generalities, the 68.2, that's in the middle. And if you took a statistics class in college, I mean, you should kind of understand that right there.
So
about the
that curve
logistics
also.
behind it. All I was saying is with your platform, right? Like what that gentleman just said in that clip. He said that the monetized relationships are the most publicized relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is all we get flooded with in social media all the time, everywhere you go. The real relationships, those that are toil in the soil and actually putting the work in, they're not on social media because they're too busy actually making their life happen
Doing the
and
Exactly.
not
work.
watching it happen.
Black.
They
Remember we was
following
talking
that.
about
They
that
following
earlier.
that
So
bell
with that being
curve.
said,
Black.
what?
Remember we was talking about that earlier. We was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, there's people out there that don't got social media. That's
Yeah.
listen.
But there's plenty of people on social media that got flourishing relationships too. I see it all the time.
Yeah, I know. But they remember they plugged in the matrix. And they listen, if they got it, we know that relationships ain't always peasy, man. So when they just posting all the good stuff, they, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't
They
talking
still,
about them.
no, I know, but I'm just saying, like the people she talking about, remember Black, we were saying that earlier. When you on social media and you got all the social medias and stuff, you plugged into the matrix. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't
Mm-hmm.
have social media, you're Neo before he got plugged into the matrix. You
Type
feel
shit.
me?
You just living the life.
I just think the internet is just a big influence, and it's a matrix type influence on your life. But there's some people that's red pill aware in the quote unquote internet matrix. There's a lot of relationships that be like, look, we ain't the standard. They wasn't talking about they papoose and fucking Remy and them, but there I could obviously see that they have an infrastructure, good, bad, or different, about their relationship, that they have a structured relationship. How do I know? I grew up in one, so I can recognize one. So whether they're going through something good, bad, and I see it or not, I understand they got that. People need to see that. And yes, that's a small percentage of the people that get shown on this platform. So the majority, the 68.2 is the majority. They're going to show toxic shit, and then of course that ultra extreme where it's love and hip hop. So of course everywhere you go, 3/4 of the shit is toxic, negative shit for the most part, or at least a little over half. So what are we focusing on? What do we
Hey,
focus
so
on?
I want to jump out there real quick, y'all. I want to jump out there real quick, y'all. So, and this goes back to the conversation we was having about MySpace, right? You remember that was like a decade or so ago, right? But one thing that I've enjoyed about the internet, is that since I've had a MySpace, I've got to the point where I'm cultivating the things on my internet that I want to see. So like if something's too toxic or something's too stupid or something's too this or something's too that, I get them motherfuckers are not on my timeline. And that be my whole thing when I'm hearing people, you know, the keyboard warriors and this is all we see and this is all we get and this is all nigga, that's your fault. Cause you're not cultivating, you're not tending the fields, you're not keeping your internet motherfucking tended like you're supposed to. I can say that I am proud of myself that since I was about, and I'm 30 now, but since I was about 13 years old, my presence on the internet has been something that I can say I have controlled and has been enjoyed. I ain't never been catfished. I ain't never been, you know what I'm saying? Like the basic standard shits is they trying to plug into the matrix that we calling it, and they trying to put on, you know, glamorize it and give it that big platform and make it seem like that's the only thing that's happening. I think something that's really important to realize is one, I'm hearing godliness in this whole conversation, so I just want to point that out. You feel me? If we really looking for answers on anything, you put God first, and that's gonna keep you in your level of discernment very fucking high. So them red flags and shit is gonna be popping out like fucking 3D IMAX images at your ass.
Right.
You when you tapped in and you really got that higher power with you, that's gonna get all of this out the way. But just on the other side of that, about what you see and how it's influencing us, I think that we, and this is back to the conversation, we as people that use the internet as a tool have to do a better job of cultivating the things that we're seeing. Like, if you know some shit is toxic, don't sit there and fucking indulge in it all goddamn day. Get that shit off your algorithm. Because the more with the supply and demand, the more that people are attracted to shit, the more that people like, swipe, comment, reply, then blue, 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 it's showing right up on your screen. So in order for us to control the narrative a little bit better, we as internet users have to step into that age of technology too and start censoring some of the shit that we're seeing for ourselves, because it can
So the
program
answer
you.
is ignoring it.
No. Tending to your field. That's what I would say, because it's like the internet is here, right? Let's imagine the internet is just like blades
He's
of grass.
saying, Black,
If we
what he's
don't never
saying,
tend that
I know
shit,
what he's
the
saying.
weeds gonna
yeah,
come up and come
you know what
through.
he's saying. You just a
I'm not
professor.
just nothing, because I'm saying that you can say that, right? But part of tending your field is to get the weeds out, not move the garden away from the weeds.
Absolutely.
Like,
I agree.
There's
yeah.
those that
I
make
thought
it
that's what he was talking
happen.
about.
There's those that watch it happen, and there's those that don't know what's happening.
Listen,
And that's what
Be
that's what
the
the bell
change.
curve is talking about.
listen.
Just be
Anything
the
that happened
change.
to you, you allowed it. I'm just gonna tell you that.
But here's my question. So those that don't believe in a higher power, right? Excuse me. I don't think it takes a higher power to treat a person right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't necessarily take a higher power. I think it's easier if you find a higher power, in my opinion. But what I'm saying is, what about those that don't believe in a higher power? Like, why we can't just?
I don't know how to help them niggas.
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna come out
listen.
and say it. I don't know how to help them niggas.
Hold up. Did Hot
common
Beeves just raise
courtesy.
his hand?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yeah,
you
let
just
him
raise
have.
your hand when he said that?
Yes,
Let him
bro.
You
answer.
know,
Listen.
no. The reason I'm asking, because you raised your hand when he said that, and I don't see nothing but spirituality from you. You seem like you are the most tapped in and tuned in. And so for you to say that you don't believe, I don't see
I don't
that. I don't see
believe.
that in your
I don't
demeanor. I don't see
believe.
that in how you talk.
That's
I don't
because he
believe.
don't believe, but God believe in him, so it just shows. Anyway.
Okay. Can I speak though?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't believe in religious. I don't think that basically the religious stuff that's been put out there is profitable and correct. I think that it causes a lot more division and pain than it does heal. But that's just my opinion. Everybody can do whatever they want to do,
Prove that.
right?
That ain't just opinion. You got it.
Yeah. So I believe in I believe in Christ's energy, right? And I think that we all have that within us. It's not something that we have to go search for. All right. So I think that making excuses about how you need somebody to do something for you is just it's an excuse. We all know what's good. Everybody knows that. I don't know where we start from, right? I don't have the whole map, right? I don't think one religion is right. But I do know that like we all know the difference between what's right and what's wrong. And you need to just be the damn change you want to see in the world. Stop waiting.
Agreed.
Because you make your own world, right? Like I don't deal with this shit. I just don't. Because I'm not going to. I don't accept it. I stopped accepting things I don't like and I try to change them. So I don't think it's that complicated. I think that people try to make it complicated so they have an excuse to fail.
Yeah. And Beav, I want to say too, that's exactly what the standpoint you were coming from as far as spirituality. That's exactly where I'm at with my own internet experience and viewpoint, if that makes sense, just to add a little bit of clarity. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always seen the internet as a tool that can be used to do some cool shit or watch fucking cat videos on the internet. Like there's not like a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me sometimes to get super like in depth sometimes with a lot of these conversations that I see like having on the internet, because for me a lot of this shit is like, hey bro, you can literally just like like you don't have to indulge in the shit that we're indulging with. And I'd also like to piggyback and just say that I do agree with what you say about Christ being intrinsic. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you read the Bible, it don't say be religious one time. It even goes so far as to say that God does not dwell in the house built by man. So, you feel me? I do think that God is really in Christ consciousness. I really think that stuff is intrinsic, and that's where the disdain comes from in our community. I think with any of these conversations, I hate, you know what I'm saying? They pull the race card, but like, nigga, they invented the race card. So like, yes, I'm gonna pull that shit. Like, there are systematic iniquities all over that could be documented for the past, I don't know, 1,000 fucking years. So it's just like, for us to sit here and try to pinpoint it, like this is the one thing that was the breaking point in the camels. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit has literally been engineered for us to be like this and at odds at each other, whether it's men and women, whether it's the elderly and the younger people, whether it's the this shit has literally been
Division.
engineered for us to have disdain in between us at every fucking angle. And so now all we
Division,
do,
individualism.
That shit is like gangs. I just want to say this, back to that video Black Hat played, because we didn't really talk about that enough. That dude was right in so many ways. And that's what brings me. Listen, man, Eddie Murphy tried to give us the game back in '88, bro. You feel me? Back in '88. Shout out to Prince Hakeem from the beautiful country of Zamunda. Okay? You know what I'm talking about?
I can't hit that
You
note.
feel me? Hey, did y'all see how he came to America looking for his queen? As a peasant. As a peasant working at McDowell's, sweeping and mopping floors, taking out the trash can.
Hey, my boy, hold on, PB. I'm gonna do a you. He said they got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mac.
Yeah.
He said they got 2 all-beef patties on the sesame seed bun. We got 2 all-beef patties on the bun.
Yeah. 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 So
Thank
go
you,
man.
Habibs, though. But that was very humble and concise what you said. I felt that in my soul, though.
Yeah. Because like he said, it's embedded in him. He said, like he said, but no. Back to that video though, like how Prince Hakeem came from Zamunda, man, and when he didn't flex, he didn't bust his move and nothing, bro. He came humbly looking for his queen. He had the bag. He didn't flex it. That's where people is. And that was back in '88. And you mean to tell me 30 plus years, you feel me? And niggas ain't got it? They don't understand it?
That don't work no more, though. That don't work no more. Hey, but Pizzle said that's a movie,
It
though.
do. No, it does work. It works for the ones that actually matter, bro.
Hold on. I'm not saying it don't work at all. I'm just saying the average guy is not going to be able to do that. Like back then, the average guy could have heard that and applied that to his life, and it would have went on like it would have. You tell the average guy that now, it's going to be like a culture shock. He ain't going to know how to receive that. It's only a small percentage of people going to receive that.
They got videos on YouTube right now, niggas acting like Prince Hakeem from the beautiful country of Zamunda right now. Niggas acting like they down bad, they ain't got no money, and then next thing you know, they hit the alarm on that Bugatti or that motherfucking spaceship, and then the girl turn around.
Okay, so for every one of those, how many dudes out there that's simping for women? For every one of those, how many?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is cats, just like I almost said Prince Habib. Just like Habib said. He said, hey man, ask her, see if she gonna pay for something. Like, you know, act like you didn't forgot your wallet or you down bad. You ain't got it.
Come on, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look,
just be
what
honest.
I'm saying, if you got a bag, right? I'm talking to anybody. If you got a bag, you don't, why flex it and boast and brag about it and show it if you're interested in
the same reason why they sleep their way to the top, because we know that we can get the yak and we flex that. It's the same thing that they do. It's the same thing. We know, and we want to be able to not have to jump through all the obstacles and all that.
So it sounds like an infection, and it sounds like some type of virus So how do we cure it, everybody? For both sides.
Knowledge of self, which
Thank
comes
you.
from knowledge of
You
a
heard me.
higher
Y'all
power.
keep saying that. Everybody keeps saying that. Y'all kill me with that. Knowledge of
How
self,
about we
higher
stop
power.
being selfish? How about you stop being selfish?
There we go. Let's
Your
start there.
ego and your
That sounds more
materialism
But
just
that's
be
viable.
exactly
yourself.
what.
Thank you. That sounds more viable.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. If you have
That
knowledge
ain't
of
what you.
something that's outside of yourself, I can
Okay, well, you
prove what
should have
I'm
said
saying.
that. How come his hit different?
Higher than
He
self.
want us to break it down.
I didn't even break down.
That
All he
nigga
said
said,
He's
was
on his
stop being
scientific
selfish.
shit tonight.
That was 3 words. No, he said 3 words. Stop being selfish. And I was like, oh, I could
Knowledge of
get
self.
that. That made sense to me. Why y'all thinking I needed some intellectual Jordan Peterson breakdown? I just wanted to know something that was actionable. Y'all
just
talking
like
about find thine self. Like, what the fuck that mean, find
Hey,
thine self?
do like Elsa
just like
and let it
Prince
go.
Hakeem. Just
No.
like Prince Hakeem. Jesus
Prince
came the
Hakeem
same
in the
way.
movie.
Jesus came the same way. Jesus could have flexed, nigga. I'm the son of God, nigga. He could have came, nigga, with the diamonds, the golds, and all that, and had all the money, the bag, and everything. But he didn't. Jesus didn't even hang with the upper echelon. He didn't even hang in high garden. Jesus was in flea bottom with the pimps, the hoes, and the bums. And that's why they got on him like that. You know what I'm saying? So we've been taught in so many aspects, in so many ways, to come humbly. You feel me? So that dude that was talking in that video before Black, like, nigga, how you got this, the lights on and all that. I caught you when I caught you. Yeah, he was flexing. You think he caught her saying he worked at McDowell's? Hell no.
But
you catching the wrong one.
But ain't no buts. He ain't
I
get
saw
that at
her.
McDowell's, nigga.
I saw her at Martini's nightclub, so
You
I know
catching
that's
the
not
wrong
even.
one.
That's not even.
That woman is so bad, my nigga. That woman getting whatever she want. It ain't nothing but suckers for her.
How? But see, when y'all,
It ain't nothing but suckers for her. Keep it real, gang. No matter where that woman go.
Which goes all the way back.
Game
Which goes all
only
the way
works on
back.
the wrong ones, guys. Game
Yeah,
only works on the wrong ones.
Which goes all the way back to knowledge of self. If we had value of
Right.
ourself outside of material things, then we
man,
would be
I
putting our
thought y'all had
values in
knowledge
other
of self
places.
once you left your parents' house. Like, that's when you start learning knowledge of yourself, when you ain't
That's how it's
underneath your
supposed to
parents'
be.
wing.
Like,
Like,
that's how it's
I
supposed
don't
to be.
know. I
But
don't. What is this
the
knowledge of
internet
self concept?
because the internet has people thinking of things that are not of reality. That's the whole kill. That's the whole
So you
kill of the
so,
Clintons.
so let me ask you this question and excuse my ignorance. So knowledge itself is thinking outside of yourself now, but you're thinking inside of the internet. That's what. So while you trapped in this internet thought life, you need to get back to knowledge of thyself. That's what y'all telling me.
No.
See, listen. Hey, hold on,
Hold on. Let me
Zo,
support the answer.
he not on his
Let me
mathematics right now, Zo. So
let me
listen.
support
Don't
the
tell me
answer
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
on.
Let me support the
Bro.
answer by giving clarity. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Knowledge of self, in turn with what I'm saying about the internet, is me using the internet as a tool, realizing that the internet is a tool and nothing more than that. The internet, just like life, is whatever the fuck we make that shit. Just like everything else that we give value has value because we gave that shit value. If we stop gassing up shit that has no fucking value, people gonna stop fucking valuing it.
So let me
It's
ask you
called
this
fucking
question.
supply and demand.
So let me ask you this question. So you saying people are thinking more with the internet than their own mind, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's the same thing I said. So yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about know about. Like, so basically you need to get your mind out of the internet back into your own head and live in reality. Like you said, PB, like, let's start doing things organically. Stop dating online. How about bump into somebody organically?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the thing, right? Like, I'm
Right?
not telling. See, that I think using tools for what they are makes sense, right?
Yeah, but most people
Like
aren't doing
I
that.
use the internet. I use the internet to find people to date, but then at some point, you need to stop pursuing something specifically because all you care about is your own, pleasure, right? In that moment. We got to think more long term. We got to think about other people that's in your community. They matter too, right? You poisoning shit for people down the road. What about the people that come after you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, this is the thing, man. Like, you don't have to not use the internet, but you have to start using your motherfucking brain. Right? Like, just it's not complicated, right? Like if you're running game, if you're playing games, then you're gonna get game players.
You're gonna get
right?
gamed up.
If you want something real, then be real. If you want to agree, you must first be agreeable, right?
Message.
This ain't rocket science, but we try to make it hard.
What Professor Black was referring to is that some people need to go to social media rehab, bro. It's a proven fact.
No, and that's facts, but that's why I said knowledge of self. Niggas wouldn't have a false perception of themselves if they wasn't on the internet looking for validation.
Okay, there we go.
Social media right now. All of us can go on our shit right now, from Instagram to Facebook. That's all I got. I don't got all that other shit. That's the kids. But all them other shits, right? And you all know who you can tell that need to be in rehab, that need to go to social media rehab. You all know that one person. Like, nigga, you need to go. You need to detox.
Off my time.
Pizzle said the internet is his bait.
Fact. Like a rat to cheese. Oh God.
Hey, Players Paradise. Listen. Hey, listen.
Hey, but no.
They really think they winning, right? But men take more from women than women take than women take from men. Like, we don't know. Listen. Listen. No. Y'all probably not get what I'm talking about. I'm talking about spiritually. Like,
okay.
When a man sleep with multiple women, he think he a player, but really in reality, he is giving himself out. He's donating his soul to many different women. So now he losing himself. He losing his soul, bro. I don't care what you say. And can't nobody rock with me, my nigga. I didn't hit more broads than the law out, gang. You feel me? I'm a serial yacht getter. Well, I was. So can't nobody tell me. I do not feel good.
You still are. Stop fronting. Stop fronting your move.
I hit more bitches than Drake, Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne came behind me 3 or 4 times. Okay? So listen, I didn't hit more bitches than any celebrity you know. And Black know this. This is documented. Can't nobody fuck with me. And none of that shit feels good, bro. None of that shit feels good. Ain't nothing player about it. Ain't nothing player, because I feel chipped away. I feel like I was a boulder, and now I'm one little speck. One little fucking sand speck, too. Sand. You know how sand is?
He said I'm the last Greg.
The last grain, my nigga. And I used to be on top. I was Gibraltar. I was Gibraltar, nigga.
I was a mountain, and now I'm a pebble.
I have knowledge of myself, right?
Yeah.
And to the old, and what they said on Game of Thrones, in the old world and the new.
Yes.
Yeah, I've always had my mind, right? So I'm trying to figure out at what point did y'all lose y'all mind? Can somebody tell me that? Like, at what point did everybody believe the internet was the real life?
RuPaul's Drag Race. That's what got the game fucked up.
Tell me that.
I ain't never. The internet has always been that to me. The net.
Can y'all tell me?
Listen. Let me tell y'all why they call it the net. Because like Buddy said, he baits people. Let me tell you why they call it the web. Because people be on there Spider-Man and motherfuckers. You heard me? Y'all got to understand the English language is very, very diverse and sick, man. You hear me?
Y'all not gonna keep getting all scientific and shit, and then
I'm telling you, nigga, niggas on the net in the web getting caught the fuck up.
I agree. I'm saying I agree with you. What I'm saying is, anytime I get have some scientific evidence, niggas play me like I'm supposed to be the fucking dunce cap, nigga. Like I'm not fucking college educator.
No.
I don't read books or some shit.
No, it's quite the opposite. We on the schoolyard. I just needed to know what knowledge of self mean. I really didn't know what that mean. I said, excuse my ignorance. I don't understand how that became about.
Knowledge of self means
I didn't know. I didn't know what this shit meant. What does knowledge of self mean?
It means mankind. Knowledge of self means mathematics, science, geographics. You feel me?
Most y'all-
You're supposed to know how much the earth weighs. You feel
Come
me?
on. All right, yeah,
You do.
I got
Hey,
y'all.
man, I'm just telling you what they say.
I got y'all. I understand.
Hold on, let me fuck your head up. You're supposed to know how much the earth weighs, how much the moon
Hey,
weighs,
please.
and how much gallons of water is in the ocean.
Is that gonna stop me from getting into heaven?
No, not
It's not gonna stop
necessarily,
me
but
from
it'll
getting
help
that
you.
gap.
Plus, I don't know the answer to those, and I don't have knowledge of self.
I didn't say that. I said that's what it means.
I'm glad somebody
was gonna take
I
it
thought
there.
my brain was going left too.
And now they trying to play me like you. So
No,
See, no,
they trying to play me.
no, you said it.
no. I just wanted clarification.
No,
That's all I
I need
need.
to go to a class or two if that's the
Listen,
case.
if you know all those things, you will have more than 4% of your brain power. They say. Okay.
Oh, listen.
Okay, but see, this the thing is that you saying all that knowledge of self shit, but I'm gonna tell you right now, like babies born with this knowledge. It's not something that has to be taught or learned. You already know it. We unlearn shit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You get stupider.
For
Listen,
sure. For sure.
The voyage is not to learn more, right? It's to throw away all the bad shit that you've been taught to be your true self.
Exactly.
I just like to go to say that everybody is literally supporting what the fuck I meant by knowledge of self. It's innate.
Hold on,
It's
y'all.
in you
Let's let
already.
Mr. Knowledge of Self. Hold on. Boom.
Everybody is. I'm just saying, everybody's fucking supporting what I said, almost verbatim. It keeps coming back to this foundational and intrinsic. If you guys need to look up what intrinsic means, it means inside you already. Intrinsic. These things are within us already. Just like Hot Beef just said. Motherfucking babies are born with this shit. This is an internal compass that we literally have. And how does this shit get fucked up, everybody? By the screen time. How many, but I'm speaking specifically for the internet, for the screen, for the scientific version of, like, we have so many studies that go to show that you should keep your babies away from the fucking screen. And we stick them right in front of fucking Coco Melon and wonder why the fuck they have an attitude. It's just like, the same thing happens to adults watching fucking Love and Hip Hop, watching all these shows that don't bring your brain to any real place of catharsis, any real place of real actual foundational point, the shit that's intrinsic, the shit that comes from a fucking higher power. Knowledge of self is knowledge of the foundation in which makes you an actual human being that is outside of whatever the fuck that people are telling you matters by your fucking vanity. Also, shout out to the 386 people that are watching this right now.
For sure. Hey, listen, I got something to say. Listen. Hey,
that boy is Super Mario right now.
Hey, listen, Habib, you just brought something to my. Hey, listen, I gotta salute you right now as a king and as a man. Hey, bro, every child is born. That's why they say they are pure and of innocence, right?
Okay,
and so everything that a child consumes and learns, right? That's why you have to. That's why it's so hard to get into the afterlife, the heavenly gates, or whatever you believe. You know what I'm saying? Because you going through the tricks and the trades and the slimy brick road, because everything you learn and you consume is evil, is bad. There's nothing really taught. Like, I just thought about that because when you said everything I've been taught, bro, it's not. I haven't been taught nothing too much good. 90% of everything I was taught was evil. You feel me? Something bad. I say 10% of what I was taught was good, but that 10% ended when I was about 8 or 9 years old.
Hey, let me ask you this: do you think kids are born?
No, they're not born with nothing, bro. Let me
ask the question.
I know. I'm just saying.
Do you think? Do you think you have to teach kids to be evil?
Yes.
I think God has offspring, and so does Satan.
Do you have to teach kids to sin? That's a better question. That's a clearer question.
No, we born with sin. Because I was a badass little boy.
So what's the difference between sin and evil then?
Evil is knowing.
Knowing, working for Satan. That's what he said.
Hold on. Let me answer. If somebody's saying this is a mistake, okay, that's sin. Now, and the other side of that evil is, hey, nigga, you know this is wrong. Cool. I'm gonna continue to do this shit. That's evil.
That was me.
No, that's still a sin. I think that evil is, yes, it's a sin. It's like you're intentionally doing something to intentionally cause harm.
I don't know where I didn't just say that.
That's what I was doing.
Evil has to have intent. So, in order for something to be evil, it has to have intent.
Yeah, like you know what you're doing is gonna cause a harm or effect, a negative effect to something else. Like if I go outside,
the professor. Hold on, Rich. Hold on, Rich. The professor's asking us a trick question. He's asking us a trick question.
I already know. That's what I'm telling him. Look, if I go outside and I shoot Clarissa's cat, and I know she's my friend, but I shoot her cat, I blick it up with my BB gun. That was evil.
Nah, but even further on it. Like it's not just the intention, because something can be inherently evil and you might not have meant it to fucking be that, but because of what the action caused or whatever the fuck was behind that shit is absolutely
there we go, though.
Listen,
use your brain.
Enjoyment. If I enjoy killing her cat, that's pure evil.
Facts.
Yeah, then it changes.
But that's not the extent of evil. Like, evil also has a side where, like, you can unknowingly do something and it still doesn't make it not evil because you didn't know.
Yeah, you could be on the side of that shit and not even know you in it.
You could be complicit to something evil and not know.
What they say,
that doesn't not make it evil.
Impact versus intent.
So that's what I'm asking. What is evil?
That only applies of an age range. What age range?
I think the intent matters.
I don't.
Okay, so it's not good or evil, it's perspective. Okay.
Speak on it.
Okay, because really, when you say intent, what do they always say? God laughs at your intentions. You want to make him laugh, tell him what your plan is. We don't understand the ramifications of what we do well enough to even be taking responsibility for that. You can try to do something evil or good and then shit come out a different way.
Yeah.
It's not good or evil, it's perspective. And we're in this limited ass perspective, right? But when we actually take a step back and we're not here, there's no good or evil, man. It's just all experiences. One society likes this, one society likes that. In this society, it's evil. In this society, it's glorified.
Yeah, facts.
So there's a lot of absolutes about good and evil, right? But I don't prescribe to that shit.
Hey, we be in the court of public opinion. Evil?
Is what?
No, not necessarily.
It's still an evil.
It may be the most moral thing you could do is steal it at some points.
Well, no, God don't like these. Hey,
Powerball. If I steal from Walmart, and I go to hell for that,
okay, how y'all frame it?
Listen. That was on the
thou should not steal. It don't say except for you when you hungry.
Yeah, but I don't prescribe to the
right. Exactly. Yeah. You don't prescribe to that. Right. That's why it gotta be a differentiation of what your moral compass is based upon. That's why when you say knowing yourself, what does knowing yourself do? Because if you know yourself, your moral code is over here, mine's over there. What good is it that you know yourself?
Okay, cool. So since everybody wants a real fucking answer.
so I'm asking, is
not that was the fake one though, right?
Is stealing a sin?
Hell yeah, it's a sin, nigga.
Y'all see why I just make the fucking thing.
Thou shalt not steal, nigga.
Do you have to teach
kids your perspective?
No, I wanted to steal because I could have anything I wanted. My mama spoiled me to them. Listen, I stole when I was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted
statute of limitations. Just making sure.
And I just wanted something. I just felt like I could have it.
Right, because it's in you as a child. So my question to that is, does that same child has evil in them then?
I think it's not evil. It's temptation.
It's evil. You're born into evil.
I wouldn't say at that age it was malevolent though.
Yeah, it's not evil.
I'm not putting any caption on it. I'm just asking: is it the basic principle? Can a child be evil from birth? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
if they didn't make that movie, I don't even think people would know what malevolent means.
My parents was good, God-fearing parents, man. I was born Catholic.
You want to look it up? Look it up, Zoe. Since you're the smart guy in the room.
Well,
right. I used that word the other day.
So when you say good and evil, you're being really absolute. I don't think it works that way.
Who is that? BBZ. Who is that? Shout out to you. Right on. Hey, but now listen, like children are some children are bad, bro, born bad, and usually those children are the ones that eat when they get older, they start maturing, they become like pariahs and good people. It's the people that weren't bad once they get older. Most of the time, they become very, very evil.
They're like, options.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like for me, like when I was younger, I had my fun with the ladies, you know what I'm saying? So being
when you were younger, huh?
Yeah, no,
like he's older
like
today.
Know what I'm talking about. Like now I'm just
He's still younger, right?
Listen,
He's older than yesterday.
Right now, I'm on cruise control, bro. Like I'm just chilling. But back then, man, we talking about, bro, nigga, no back, bro. 5 different girls daily, nigga. Like they was delivered, virgins delivered daily. Like,
and he act like he still ain't rotating tires.
I'm not.
Oh, shit.
I got a donut left. All I got is the donut. I don't even got no
can we look up how often you're supposed to rotate tires? Because we need to get a estimate on this man's movement.
Okay. So I think I know what he's saying. You had ill intent.
Pull out the AAA, Rich. Pull out the AAA card.
Right?
Tell him you colored.
Ill intent.
Like, bro, I was bad, bro. I was bad, bro. Listen, I was the first one in Richmond. This is my work, and everybody I know to shout out Chiny B, G Ryder. I was the first one in Richmond to throw rocks at the BART train, gang. Come on. For what? Why you doing that, gang?
That's the first thing I thought about was for what? Jesus. I thought I was a
bro.
rat.
I just listen.
All right, Soldier Rich. Drink.
Every time I talk to Powerball, you just
tell
you push me up
what's
a
really
little bit
going
higher.
on.
Hey, listen, gang. Listen, man. I started some shit, man. Tell you, gang.
That nigga said, yeah, bro. I used to throw rocks at the BART. What?
Man, listen, bro. The BART. They put cameras on that motherfucker, boy. There's like, and I was infamous, man. They said people used to be. I can't imagine what the first person that they just riding on the BART sliding through Richmond and then BOW! Like, what the fuck was that? We fucking that motherfucker. We run back to the block. Yo,
shit. I'm only laughing because I stayed on Hilltop, so I know it.
Man, I invented that. That's my work, gang. Nigga, they was like, man, this nigga bad as hell, man, throwing rocks. And then the OGs was mad, like, because the rollers would come, and I didn't make the block hot. You feel me? They come in and look for the little nigga throwing rocks at the BART.
God damn.
I ain't know no better.
Oh, man.
I hope Heaven got a ghetto.
Boy, I'm in Section 8. I'm telling you.
I wonder if Heaven got a ghetto.
Yeah.
I'm in Section 8. And listen, swiping my ED card.
Gonna run
yeah,
that.
it does in the outer courts.
PB, you ain't lying.
Like,
he gonna be there, but he go.
hey,
so you kind of in heaven.
Hey, King
right. It's better to be there than not, right?
It's documented. Everybody know this. I lost
He gonna be
this nigga is the gatekeeper.
Man, I barely got up here. I used to throw rocks at the BART. Y'all know I was the first one to do that? Y'all know I was the first one to do that.
I'm rolling off a jingle. Whoa.
Throwing rocks at the BART train for no reason, nigga.
Hey,
now you're doing janitorial work in the kingdom.
Really made it to heaven.
I was like, welcome to Richmond, nigga.
Hey, yo.
Hey, but listen, I lost my virginity, man. at 8 years old in the menage a trois, bro. You know I was
Whoa,
What the
we have a
that's a different.
problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a different level.
Essay?
It's
And listen, don't get it twisted. There wasn't no other girls like older girls. We was all virgins. We was all virgins. I had bust 2 of them when I lost mine. You feel me? So
have so many questions that I will not ask.
We have a platform for that. We have a platform.
Water Park After Dark, man. Wednesday night, I'll jump on there and tell y'all about it.
Wednesday night.
Where the fuck is this goddamn theme song?
Wait a minute. Okay, wait. All right, wait. Let me see. We pretty much debunked the whole you got to pay the bills and everything, and women gonna follow you because that's a lie. We've debunked that. Right?
That's a lie. And listen,
that.
ladies, niggas ain't paying all the bills no more.
Propaganda.
I used to be like that. Look, you can check me out on this show probably a year or 2 ago, and I was like, nigga, I pay all the bills, Black. You ain't that nigga, man. I'm him, nigga. No, I'm not paying all the bills because guess what? Doritos don't cost 50 cents no more. They $2. Okay. When gas was 89, 99 cents a gallon, yeah, I could pay all the bills.
That nigga said that was a bill I could front.
Hell no. No, let's keep it a buck though. Let's say, for example, if you got married, right? And you got everything off 50% because you were married, so you could provide for your whole household just because you was married. Everything that you purchased was 50%. Niggas wouldn't have a problem paying for everything.
Yeah, I would.
Well, of course
I
you
learned
would.
that lesson. I learned that lesson the hard way.
What was that?
I was the husband who fucking worked my ass off. You don't want to do that.
I'm just saying, if everything was 50% off, you still gonna get to keep.
It don't matter. It's not about that. It's about buy-in. It's the same reason why you don't just give a motherfucker a successful business, right? You have to work and earn shit.
Unless you're Jewish.
You just.
I'm gonna mute that out because I don't want to get dropped already. But that is true.
Oh God, not the anti-Semitism.
It goes on. How come y'all want to mute my shit out now? No, we're gonna wait till we get to the top there. You're right about that. But what I'm saying is the average dude would not have problems providing for a household if he married you and he got 50% off discount on everything.
That's because we've been conditioned. We've been conditioned by this structure of bullshit. Okay.
Nah, listen.
They don't profit nobody. They do this because it profits people who run shit, right?
I just want you to know,
marriage,
you sound like me.
Where it's stable and you just go to work and you pay your taxes and you don't pay attention. But none of that shit is real, bro. That's just some bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, that fake ass American dream shit.
Exactly.
So look, gotta be sleeping.
I want buy-in. You need to be working just like me.
Oh yeah, y'all running businesses over there in y'all relationship.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
I seen somebody
Whoa.
on social media say, "Y'all men today ain't nothing like my grandfather. He paid for everything." And somebody in the comments said, "Yeah, your grandfather bought that house for $50,000 too."
Facts.
Yeah, but then at the same time, there was a deal, right? So even like back then, his grandpa bought that house, right? But his wife had expectations of what she was going to do, right?
Right.
Now those expectations are out the window, but then the house is still an expectation. You see, in marriage, in marriage, there are certain things that are legally enforceable.
Right.
Nothing that a man gets from a marriage is legally enforceable.
Yeah, I don't want the American dream either. Give me a fair chance.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on.
Listen,
I need a moment. I'm having a moment right now because this is really a new moniker. Like the American dream is dead. Give me equity or give me death. It's not give me liberty. It's give me equity. So
I need a partner.
So now I'm gonna hit y'all with the Jordan Peterson. So what do you want equity in? Do you want equality of outcome, or do you want equality of opportunity? What are we talking about? Equity.
Listen, I want the same chance as a blonde hair, lemon-headed, blue-eyed white man. I want that same chance. Give me those
Nah,
goddamn.
we don't want them chances.
No, I
I
No.
do.
want, I
No,
want equality of effort.
No,
Equality
neither
of
one.
effort.
that's the
Yes.
same thing.
No,
Outcome.
wait,
Quality
but
of
Outcome.
why do you want
Listen,
those same
Outcome.
chances?
Quality of outcome.
man, y'all don't see. Y'all must don't know what it feel like to be
Quality of
white. I don't
outcome.
Effort.
understand.
I want effort. I
I
don't
know what
know
it
if
feel
I
like to
can't
be white.
control outcome.
Nigga,
You
I see
can't
myself.
control outcome.
Right.
You can't control the quality of outcome unless everybody does the work and then at the end you divvy it all up equally. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so I believe in
So
the 50-50. I
socialism.
believe in the 60-40. I mean, at one time I was doing 100% and he wasn't doing nothing. I'm that kind of female where I believe in,
Wow, I want them
yeah,
chances.
I
Wow, let
believe
me
in
do
like
that.
what Corinne said earlier, wiping his ass when he can't do it, vice versa. That type of love, that bringing that
Yep.
to the table. So
Mm-hmm.
if I got to work 100% because you're not able to, baby, I'm going to put that work in.
Yeah, in a good relationship, you are not measuring what the other person is doing. You're giving your whole effort, regardless of
All
what they're
the
doing,
time.
in the belief that they will always give their best. If you can't believe that of a person, you shouldn't fucking be with them.
I even went to
Yep.
the point where it was like, if I can't get my hair and nails done, I learned how to do that shit myself, bought the shit for half the price, and was getting my nails done whenever I wanted to because I did it myself. I wanted my hair colored and cut a certain kind of way. We can't afford it. I'm gonna learn how to do that shit myself. I'm not
And
gonna put
did.
that strain on him, and because he's not producing it, you're not a good man. Let me be
Yeah.
self-sufficient. These are things that I want to do as an upkeep for myself. Then let me apply myself.
Hey,
Just like I
excuse my
was.
reference, but you a down ass bitch, for real. Nah, she said, man, she was paying for everything. You know how many girls with a nigga, if you can't pay for my nails or get my hair done, they out the door. Let alone
Gone.
Yeah.
nigga, they not
Good
paying no
riddance.
100% and no
Man,
bill.
I've been homeless with a nigga before, peanut butter and jelly, nigga, a
They
piece of bread. We
did.
gonna split half this
Excuse
bread.
my
We ain't even
French,
got no
lady.
jelly and no peanut butter.
That's
I've
down
been
ass
to that
bitch.
point.
That's what they call about a bitch if I was pimping. You heard me? If I was
Or just
peeing and
real.
fleeing, you know?
Don't make me virtually slap your ass.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, you will do that. You fall into that outlier, the upper 15% of women that is really talking about doing that. It's a
But
little bit
listen,
more that's willing to try it or even thinking about the idea of it. But majority
yeah.
of women, that the whole
Okay.
society is telling them that that is not what women want, and that's what they're glaringly telling us. They're not telling us that with just their words; they're telling us that with their actions too. So
So
I
You
get
look,
teach
what
people
you're
how to
man,
saying,
treat
but
you.
how do
hey,
you navigate as a man? Like,
You
I'm
teach
finna help
people how
you.
to treat you.
See,
You
look,
see that
there you
curve
go.
back there?
look.
That curve back there also stands for the diffusion of innovation, right? It's something you learn in school, right? So you have your early adopters, right? All the way through late adopters. And you got the people in the middle who only do shit when it's cool, right? Be an early adopter, be a
Hmm.
trailblazer,
Be the
right?
change you want to see.
Be the fucking change you want to see. Exactly.
If you
Just
wanna,
do the thing. You're going to attract the right people. And the more you do it, the more comfortable someone else feels to do it. Be you, be real, because that gives someone else permission to do it too.
thou
Yeah,
shalt not lie. That's
people
another
gotta
Ten
stop giving the
Commandments.
court of
Black,
popular opinion so much credence.
black. There's another one. Black. Thou shalt not lie. Be real. She ain't gonna run from the truth, my nigga. You feel me? I've never met one that ran from the truth yet. You feel me?
The more like bad women or men run away from your life, the better. Give me
Yeah,
all them
facts.
no's. Give me all the
Yep.
motherfucking no's. Right? I learned exactly who the real people are when the shit get tough. You don't learn
Exactly.
when
Mm-hmm.
you win. You learn when you fucking lose.
Exactly. Like the true fans. You feel me? Not the ones that just
Right.
cheer you on
Right.
when you 10-0. You want the ones that cheer you
Mm-hmm.
on when you 0-10.
Exactly.
You
Go ahead
feel
and get
me?
out. Go on and go then. Because now all I know is the people that are with me, right? They with me. That's real. That's what's real. I don't want all that other stuff. Just go ahead and go
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Like
It's that anytime.
we do need to evaluate ourselves as a species on this planet. That's what got to start first too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what kind of what Zoe was talking about. Knowledge of self, man. We gotta reevaluate the way we move. Like you said, Habib, like it's like don't allow certain shit. Don't put yourself in that position. You feel me? Like how you said, you ain't finna break bread on no broad. You're not finna do that. You're not finna pay 100% of the bills ever again. Because you learned your lesson. You know?
No.
It's called
You
evolving.
teach people how to treat you. Yeah, you teach people how to treat you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not about matching energy. It's just not being taken advantage of never again. And that's a person's right. You like that's one thing we got to understand. Opinions and people's beliefs are theirs only. Don't try to force it on yourself. Like I don't go on social media. If I see something I don't like or I don't agree with, I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna say nothing. Because guess what? It's none of my business. You feel me? But when people get on my stuff and have a very ridiculous opinion, I don't even jump fly with them in. I just check them kindly and be like, man, just get off my shit. You feel me? Like you don't even know what you're talking about. First of all, you ain't even in my brain cell, so you don't even know what it's tricky over here. I like to troll and play games, but you over here taking it personal. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that somebody's personal belief or opinion is theirs only. You don't have to make it fester in your mind like it got something to do with your life and it's gonna curb your decisions or roadblock your road or I don't know, send you on a detour or something or have you thinking differently because of what somebody else think and believe. You just and you don't have to tell them that their belief and opinion is wrong either. We got to stop doing that too. Like if you you believe the moon is yellow and I believe it's blue. Black believe it's gray. Okay, if that's the way you see it, my nigga.
Two of y'all niggas need glasses.
It's not my job to try to force you to believe it's blue with me.
I don't want to be around you weird niggas that don't know what color the sky is.
But I get the point. But I do get the point. But two niggas in that story do need glasses.
He get the point too. But what I'm saying is that whatever you believe or whatever opinion you hold on what it's not gonna be the same, bro.
Bro, look.
It's never gonna be the same.
We're talking about subjective things. Yeah, these are subjective things. So listen, it's always gonna be thoughts and simps. Let them be there. Maybe they like that shit. I don't know. That's their lesson for life. That's their action. That's not mine.
But listen, I'm not the one to call them no simp or nothing because I'm not God. I don't sit that high. I don't judge nobody, my nigga. And listen, I can front my move and bust all types of shit and act all kind of. I don't, man. Stop.
Shit out of people.
Like if you're a goofy, you're a goofy. But I'm not gonna sit up there and call nobody no simp. What they believe.
So what's up, principle? So
now, if you're a premium sucker, Black, you're a premium sucker.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say. But check this out.
Listen, we're on the same frequency, guys. Stop playing.
So look, the premium. So this is the premium. This is a prototype for the premium sucker right here.
Date bills or your bills? Care whose car? Your bills. Care whose car it is.
Why are we listening to shit?
Anybody trying to date me? My bills or your bills? Care whose car it is. You're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me. So my car is your car for the bills. I don't simple. You're trying to date me, so my bills or your bills. Period.
Not when one eyebrow is higher than the other one.
It's bad enough that the 9s and 10s.
I know you saw that shit.
Is saying this. Now we got the 3s and 4s saying this now.
3s and 4s.
Thank God I'm not single, boy.
And look at him, y'all. He's like a 5
out
and
here
6.
for y'all. Hard.
Thank God you're not single. Yes.
Why?
He was just being funny.
Why? Thank God he's not single.
First of all, her whole shit was like this. Her whole motherfucking. If you're dating me, what you're doing, bitch? I'm paying for a facelift first. That's what I'm doing. I have the money to pay those bills. I'm fixing your fucking face, and also I'm clapping the shit out of whoever the fuck your friend was that told you your makeup was cute. The bitch lied to you. She fucking lied to you. Look at that shit.
She's beat.
I think she's working out, gang.
I think she's working
out.
The first version.
She better be in the gym.
And that's the current version.
Man, that's a store she in. She ain't in no damn gym.
Oh my God, she just looked wet like that for no reason.
Man, she don't have to. Man, women
That's
get hit
called
on the
the
most
Dewey
when they not
look.
made up.
But anyway, listen. Back to what Baby said.
That's the Dewey.
And yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna call you a simp if you want to do what she's asking, but you is a premium sucker.
She got to look better.
Yeah, you're a premium sucker.
She got to look way better for me to
But
offer
see, look,
anything.
so here we go now. So now we basing it on her look. We don't even know what her moral code is.
Let me finish my sentence. I'm saying for me to even conceptualize that shit, will I actually do any of that shit? Fuck no. But for me to even think about it, you got to look way better.
Okay, so now that you finish saying what you saying, I'm like, okay, so we don't know nothing about her moral code or compass other than the fact she wants you to pay all her bills, right? We judging her off her looks because I read one of the comments and it said, damn, 4s and 5s is asking for the world now. Like,
hold on.
Well, actually, I think they said it was a 2 or a 3, actually, or something like that.
304s. He said 304s.
But either way it goes, this is either way it goes. This is the mentality of women. So we can tell as many jokes as we want to and all that, but our kids got to grow up with this mentality, which is going to be a social norm. And
but
so
hold on.
I thought the whole purpose is for us to figure out ways to navigate this. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there to see what y'all think about that, other than what is obviously funny about it.
If she on the right side, the navigation is me going left.
Listen, did she? Nigga said going left. And did she say my car? Did she say my car is yours too? Did she say that?
My bills are your bills. Is what
but she said something about a vehicle.
Yeah, her cars, you got to pay for it now.
Okay, well then if that's the case, I'm finna go smuggle drugs in that mug. I'm hitting licks. I'm hitting licks. Listen, I'm renting it out so niggas can slide in that bitch.
This is why I don't, you know what? And this is why I'm gonna do a show. This is why, and this is why he might, and this is why we're gonna do a show saying don't be Adam. Because there's a lot of Adams running around here doing stupid shit, saying stupid shit, and expecting women to submit to that shit. So we're going to talk about that. That's the next show where we're going to talk about. Because now that got me thinking, that got me thinking different about this video right here.
Women get a prenup. If you can live with the consequences of something that were to happen, that's fine. You are allowed to be ignorant. I'm telling you, it may cost you. In my mind, the reason to always write your own prenup is because even if you don't write one, you get one, and the government gets to write it. You may be happy or unhappy with those terms. I genuinely don't trust the government as far as I can throw them, more so now. I want to be able to dictate the course of this ship. I want to be able to dictate the course of my life. I wanted to make sure we had a prenup that was representative of how generous he was to me. Anything that we take into the marriage is 50-50. Anything that we obtain during the marriage, 50-50. And we will split everything 50-50 with the exception of a full carve out of my business. He will not have any equity. He does not get a say. He is not entitled to any future revenue if we part. The reason that was so important to me is because, one, I built this by myself. I am the one grinding day in and day out. On top of that, what representation would take you on knowing that your ex-husband had a 50% stake in your business and you couldn't make a single decision without consulting them? Right. Nobody's touching you with a 10-foot pole. Your career's done. Right now, the cash coming in the door is ours. But if things don't work out, that business is mine and every future dollar is mine.
Listen, on a business level, I feel her, but on a marriage level, nah.
Well, so y'all just was treating marriage like a business just about 5 minutes ago. Like that's why I'm not understanding.
You see what the problem is with marriage? You see it now, guys? Like, take a step
What happened
back.
to like
if you
I've been
protect yourself, if you protect yourself in a way that makes sense, then it just doesn't.
What happened to the
right?
means for better? Hold on, man. What happened to the words for better and for worse?
Come on, man. That never.
No, I didn't say that. I just said what happened. Because that's
It
what
never
marriage is
existed.
about. If you not finna
It
stick
has
to those
existed.
words,
That's definitely
don't
existed.
get married.
You sound like you're speaking from a place of trauma, my brother.
Who,
It's
me?
existed.
No, I
No,
wouldn't
it
go that
doesn't.
far.
No, you know how long divorces have been like prevalent?
Yeah, but it exists
Even
though.
when people couldn't get divorced, they just de facto divorced.
Yeah.
Marriages fail most of the time. Like a very
Okay, but
large
they don't
percentage of
fail
the
all
time.
the time.
And even when the one state that stay together, most of them are not happy.
I can't agree with
The
that.
arrangement doesn't really make sense for anybody. You have one party who feels trapped
if you listen
by the marriage itself, and you have another party who's doing a bunch of work and will get screwed in the end when the marriage breaks up.
Listen, that's why they say the words before you say I do. If you listen to those words and you really take in consideration of what those words mean, and it computes in your motherfucking brain, then you should say I don't. You feel me? I don't. I'm
People
sorry.
don't though.
Look at all the people who time money you didn't wasted it and say I apologize. I don't want to do this because this is gonna be a waste of everybody's time. You feel me? But people don't have the balls to say that. They just sit there shaking in their boots like, fuck it, I do. Just like a nigga say he love you just to get the yacht.
Yeah, but the reality of it all is people aren't doing for better and for worse. And now women are talking about getting prenups because they're making more money, saying that he don't have nothing to do with this business. I remember when men had businesses and women were at home and they were divorcing men, and they were saying just because I'm gonna stay at home,
50% of the state.
I'm entitled to some of the business because of the fact that he was able to go out and do those things, which is a true fact.
Good. That's
right?
why it's good.
Not if he had it before her though.
No,
that's
we're not
why it's
talking
good
about
that women now have the ability and experience that they have, because they're starting to learn the same exact things that we were saying. I don't even have to say it. She just said it.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you're in that position, it's really clear. But you got to let them be in that position. Now they are.
But I don't agree with her that he should get nothing because
none of the business.
Hold on, y'all.
No,
we
I agree
missing
with
this?
that.
Black. Hey, is it true that when women get right, when they got jobs, right, and then they get pregnant, right, do they have like some type of like prenatal type of pregnancy leave pay? Do they get paid when they're not on work and after they have the baby that little time that they got to chill for
leave?
Maternity leave? Y'all get paid for that, don't y'all? Do they got something like that for
Some
niggas?
states. Some states, yeah.
It's not as good.
But no, they're actually in the state that I reside in, Arizona. They passed a law. The governor did where she allows even men to get
maternity leave, right?
paternity leave for up to a year if you're a state employee.
Right. And it's more common in different countries overseas, things like that. Capitalism doesn't like it very much. They want you to go back to fucking work. And they don't
immediately.
Said they don't like it very much. They want you to go back to fucking work. Yeah. Okay. I just have to
devaluing the fathers is a thing. So.
Mormons.
But I think like what you guys are saying earlier about Christ consciousness being intrinsic, I believe that is what marriage is as well. But as you see, they're laying the footwork and have been laying the footwork to make marriage a business deal. Just like when they had at one point separation of church and state, and then they merged the two. They're constantly rewriting what these things are, and we're just following along.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think Joseph was a Let me ask you this, Black. Do y'all think Joseph was a premium sucker for taking?
I don't. Hold on. Let's stay right where she was at first before we answer that.
As a stand-up comedian.
I'm gonna stay out of that. No,
yeah, but that's real though. Like the changing of what marriage is into something that's a business transaction, right? And then you got the courts, right, and how they favor one side or another, right? Or and there's division of properties and all this kind of stuff. None of that is really about what marriage is about, right? But that is what marriage has become. It's the laws that you have to live under. That is not what I don't think it's a smart thing.
And that's why, like, when I did one of my first podcasts with you guys, I was telling you guys that the man that I was with at the time, he wanted to get married, and I didn't want to document our marriage with the government. And he was upset about that because he was like, you don't want to take my last name. And so I did research, and I was like, I can actually take your last name without us having to be documentedly married. I can change my name. And so where I'm at now, I don't want to be with a man that wants to get this shit documented with the government because I don't want them in our business. If we
But you know
decide
what's
that we're
crazy?
not working out, I
Yeah.
don't want to have to take you to court and we go
Yeah.
through litigation. We just separate and divide how we're supposed to. I don't want a third party that's going to tap in and collect off our assets.
Yeah.
But the
then
government took
America
That's
another
what I
step.
doesn't.
want.
They
I
took
just want
another
somebody
step
to
though. You don't even have to get married
Right,
because the state
exactly.
you
That's what
live
I'm
in can
saying.
determine that you're basically married and give the same ass rules to your relationship
You can have a ceremony
as
and
a
everything.
marriage.
You can have a
Right,
Right.
ceremony and
exactly.
everything.
And
Like
And
back
you
in
know, the men that are
listen,
caught up in the woman having his last name, I can take your last name. We could do it legally without them getting into our covenant.
Mm-hmm.
know that.
That prevents the woman from being malicious, and that prevents the man. And when you come at somebody like that, you'll really know who they really are, because then you know that you're coming into this for real, and this is not about a business thing later on.
Yeah.
But like if you live in, you know, a lot of, I would say a lot of states like Washington State or something like that, right? Or California or New York or right, you don't have to do the marriage ceremony. If you cohabitate with someone for long enough, you will have the same rules of breaking up your stuff. Is the only thing the difference is why you don't have to pay like alimony, but everything else you got to go through court for it if she wants to or he wants to.
Over 7 years in some states. If you've been with somebody for 7 years plus, that's your common law wife or husband.
It don't even have to be common law, and it doesn't have to be 7 years. If you cohabitate and share your bills, then the state will treat you like a married couple.
Oh, yeah,
In
that's new.
Texas, all you gotta do is introduce somebody as your wife or husband 3 times publicly, and you're married. And that's just in Texas.
You heard me? Like, you heard me? What this nigga black over there talking?
Why? But why is it like that, do you think, guys?
Because that's what it's supposed to be.
But that's also why I put the distinction between. I can see it as a business.
You said what?
I said that's why I put that initial distinction in my answer. Like just watching the videos, like I feel her on a business side, but on a what. And I'm going into my opinion, but what I view marriage as, what I see marriage as, is like, nah, that don't sound like. It sounds
So
like you're
look,
planning for failure.
But
You know
let
what I'm
me.
saying? Like if you go into a marriage and you like, okay, so this is what we gonna do if anything goes bad, nigga, you already planning to lose. And I'm talking about even just on a sports level, bro. Why do we have any other plan aside from we're gonna practice every day and get the victory?
Hey,
These
do
niggas
you?
talking about what's gonna happen when we get to the playoffs and lose
Hold on. Let me
eventually.
say something,
Hey,
Black.
hold on.
I
Wait a
ain't
minute.
marrying no
I'll be
motherfucker like
waiting.
that.
I got a question though. Do you pay for insurance on your car?
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan on crashing?
No.
Yeah, but you got insurance on your car in the event that you
Right.
do, right?
That's because the downside
Okay, so hold on, man.
is so
Hold on.
severe that you need to make a plan for it because the downside is so severe, right?
They're just saying that's just saying it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about. It's a possibility that I might get on this road and wreck my vehicle. So I gotta pay this shit so I can make sure that I'm covered when I damage my vehicle. I could just get new parts or whatever the case may be. That the marriage stuff, like Habib and what Zoe just said, how Texas is. That's how I feel it should be. You know, you can have a ceremony, you can have all the shit, but I don't think that there should be any documentations that have anything with the government, because when we want to split up, why do we need to go to the government to ask permission? The government wasn't in the bed when we was fucking. The government wasn't at the hospital. Well, they probably was at the hospital, but you know what I'm saying? They wasn't there in the intimate moments. They wasn't there at the fuck ups, the mistakes. They wasn't there. They wasn't witnessing it. So why do they need to say so? And then secondly, the reason why for same-sex marriages, this is the reason why they did it. Because same-sex marriages would be like this. You know, you would have two same-sex people married for like 40 years, right? And then say one took care of the other one, right? Got me Habib and talking about right. Let me stop that shit. I'm gonna say left. You know what I'm saying? But You got the two same-sex people that was married for 40 plus years. Okay. And then boom, one was taking care of the other one. Okay, boom. The one that was taking care of the other one passed away first. Boom. Now, the other person may have family members or children previous to that same-sex marriage that will come and pull the rug from under that mate. You know what I'm saying? And they will end up with nothing, not caring. Like, I don't care about your rainbow flag, flying ass. You know what I'm saying? Bye. We never really liked you anyway. So now that's why they allow same-sex marriages so they can be protected. But I think they could have took that a different route. I think they could have just had some type of note saying, hey, I've been with this person for 40 plus years. When I die, they get this and that. I don't want nobody contesting it or nothing. If they got it, you know what I'm saying? But they went to the extent to where they made them get married. So now same-sex marriages are protected.
Yeah. Clarissa, you got anything to say before I say what I'm going to say? So we're trying to get this out.
I did, but I done forgot. Go ahead.
This is a beautiful conversation, just like VBZLA. I hope you all right down there if you in the LA area, because it's going straight crazy out there. Man. So look.
Yeah, prayers for SoCal.
All this new progressive thinking y'all doing, I applaud y'all for doing the thought process work behind it, the thought work behind it, and I hope it worked for y'all. Some things I'm just gonna stay old school about, and I would work on the things that I know that I've seen happen and work before. And sometimes you don't need to reinvent the wheel to get somewhere. So, and I also know the fastest don't usually win the race. I understand that the leaning tree ain't always the first one to fall. I know all of that. So with that being said, I'm gonna rely on something called love that I get from my creator. Y'all can call it and identify however y'all want to. And I think what marriage is, I've always said this, is marriage is nothing more but a physical manifestation of that love. In order for me to do that, I have to be able to do that with the opposite human that was created for me, because it's not good for me to be alone. So that I don't be alone, I'm going to try to love someone in the same fashion I get loved. Now, all this other stuff, prenup, all that, I get it. Prenups, yeah, that's kind of like undermining the relationship a little bit, but it also tells you where people are with what they value in their life. You know what I'm saying? If you really trust in the Lord, you probably don't have to rely on that. But if you want to protect your assets, which is your right, I don't think you're going to be sent to purgatory if you do. But I'm just saying, like, if you do it in a fair way, because prenups aren't made for one person to get away with something and the other one lack without. You can come up with a good prenup where both people come out feeling valued at the end of it. That is the true purpose of a prenuptial agreement, and take that from a legal standpoint.
Prenups.
So,
Professor, prenups mean
it's
that
a
I
contract.
don't trust you. Listen,
It's a contract.
prenups mean I don't trust you, I don't love you, and this might not work.
No. What they mean is
no, that's what it
means. It means I don't want to take the contract the government is going to give me. I don't like that contract.
Exactly.
I would like to write a new contract.
It's no different than if you write your
Doesn't
own
mean that
will.
It
It's
means
like,
that
it's like writing your own will, because if you don't, the state is going to probate your stuff for you versus you probating it yourself. That's the difference.
Which is why Landon was saying we don't need the
you
ceremony.
shouldn't 100% trust anybody, because people change.
Okay, well, if I shouldn't marry you then if I don't trust you.
No.
On God,
listen. I said 100%.
Don't put that on God. God don't tell you to 100% trust nobody.
This is why.
Yeah, I don't know what you put God in that, because God don't tell you don't trust nobody 100%. He said 100%.
That's what I said.
I know, that's what I said. You said 100%.
Yeah, That's what
you should you shouldn't marry somebody you don't trust. I do agree with that statement.
I don't know what y'all talking about. If I can't trust you 100%, why should I sleep next to you? Why should I let you prepare
the
my
same
food?
reason why you
if I don't
sleep
trust you
by
100%, I ain't gonna let you around my toothbrush. Goofy ass niggas, man. Hey man, I ain't
Who
gonna
you trust people 100%?
Man, listen, bro, if I don't trust you 100%, you can't be around my toothbrush.
All right, it's time to go.
Yes, hell yeah.
Right.
Nigga, if I can't trust you
Audience,
100%,
don't
you
trust
can't
nobody
be around
100%.
my toothbrush, gang. You can't pour me a glass of water. You can't. You can't, gang. On my mama, man. You can't.
Unless you can see inside their brain and read their thoughts, don't trust them 100% because you're projecting.
You can never know a person's heart, so you can't trust a
No.
person 100%.
And people change.
Yes, you can. You
Yeah,
can
that's
know
what
a
I'm saying.
person's
Y'all
heart.
perspective is fucked up. Y'all need
But
healing, man.
I don't think that
God
it'll
knows.
You
ever
can know
be
a person's heart, though. That's not the truth.
because
Only
you
God
would
knows your heart.
always in the
Niggas
back of
need,
your
let's pray.
mind
Hey,
Sir.
have
we
that
got to pray for
worst
Professor
case
and his
scenario.
assistant. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I could
The
agree with
Bible
that.
clearly tells you that the issues of life proceed from the
Niggas
mouth, and out of the abundance of the heart, the
nigga,
mouth speaks. You can know a person's heart.
talking about
You
prenups.
can you can know some things
Hey,
that come from a
Some
person's
people
heart. Yeah,
No, the
you can.
Bible
this is not
says
gonna
you
You
will
work.
can't know a
know
person. You
them.
don't know a person's
It's
motives.
not gonna work. So
You don't know a person's motives.
What is discernment for?
Yes, so you can navigate through some of the things. You can't tell what a person's motives is. You don't know a person. You don't.
You shouldn't even
You don't even
trust
know.
your own
You don't even
discernment.
know. You don't even know what the
100%.
next person is capable of.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
this.
yeah. If you don't have a relationship with God, you don't. You
No, that's
won't.
not true. The Bible tells you
If
clearly
you
you
don't,
don't know a person's motives.
So listen, if y'all
You can't trust
thinking
your own
about
no,
discernment.
cheating,
it doesn't say
hey,
that you don't know a person's
King Soul,
motives. It says outside of Him,
King
you won't
Soul,
know a
motherfucker.
person's motives.
Okay.
Listen,
All right.
King Soul, motherfucker. If you
Did
gotta
you?
write a prenup, you do not believe in love.
I agree. I'm not
Because
marrying
love,
nobody
hold
I
on,
gotta write a
man.
prenup
This is
with.
my
Not
word.
true.
I'm being the first one, and Black can tell you. I was the first one to say this. It's going viral. Listen, blood. If you
All right.
really love a motherfucker, it don't change. Nothing
Facts.
will change. Even
true.
if you fall out, you know what I'm saying? Me and Black didn't had a fallout before. I love that nigga, blood, to the neck. And it will never change, bro. I can't do that, my nigga. Yeah, we can stop dealing with each other, stop talking and all that. But nigga, my love for this nigga never changed. So if he ever hit me and say, and he on some old school hype, I'm gonna be right there. I'm not finna say, man, what about that bullshit, man? What about this, man? I'm not dwelling on that. Because
Not
my love
everybody
is,
has the
nigga,
same definition of loyalty that you do, my friend.
yeah, listen, loyalty cannot exist without love, and love cannot exist without loyalty. Those are the two words. That's why they start with L's. Okay, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all now.
But y'all fallout was a byproduct of growing in love, right? You were growing in the love that you have for Him. Your
No,
loyalty
I'll
was
be
being.
honest. Y'all want to know what the fallout was? The fallout was me being an immature child. I was having a situation with my baby mama, and I took it out on my big bro. And it started from right there.
Dude, it's the same thing. You're growing in love.
Yeah, but yeah, we already been in love. Like a nigga, me and this nigga, when we started out, it was a SOB RBE type of thing. We had 100 members, huh, Black? We had 100 members, and everybody
For
fell
those
out.
watching, no Diddy though.
Yeah, man. This is real male friendship love, which is some deep shit.
Yeah, you know, yeah, but like
Don't clip
love.
that.
Hey, listen, prenups.
Okay, they better
If
not.
it's just equal, I don't love you fully. And any man that really knows how to love a woman will tell you, yeah, that's what that means. If you ask him, like, are you gonna get a prenup? He will look at you so disgusted and might throw up on your shoes for you even thinking that. And that's just the way he feels. And that's his right.
That's really romantic.
But get it?
It is.
You stupid.
It is. It is romantic.
No, he didn't.
He can be funny all he wants.
No, I'm not being funny. I'm being dead fucking serious.
I know you not.
Too
I
many
know
men
you not
are
being
being
funny,
fucking
though.
romantic.
I know you not.
Just
You can't.
go read
You
a
can't be
romance novel.
romantic without the man in the middle. You get it. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's
Romance
niggas
is a
like that,
masculine
man.
quality.
It is.
There's niggas like that that'll look at you.
And
in
women
a
take
prenup like,
advantage of that shit.
Yeah.
Like that old man that left that lady that died, Nicole, whatever, something Nicole. Remember, she knocked that 88-year-old man and he had billions of dollars and he died and left it all to her?
And Nicole Smith? Yeah.
Yeah. That type of shit, my nigga. He loved that girl
Listen,
for giving him
did.
life again. He's like, man, that's a bad bitch. Nigga, she kept my dick hard again, nigga. You
But
feel
he
me?
was really aware of what that was. You know,
he knew what it was, nigga, but he loved her. If he didn't love her,
that's
nigga,
his
he would have
choice.
gave her the
Yeah,
money.
he can make that choice. He felt like what he got out of it was worth it. Okay, cool. That's
Clarissa,
your choice.
you look
I'm
like you
just
got something on
saying.
your mind. You want to close out with something? Talk to me delicately.
Right.
When you gonna invite me on your shit?
Okay. I don't think that a prenup means that I don't love you.
Oh God.
Because I can love you,
Hey,
but
Clarissa.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
what?
I can't
I think he
marry you
called you a
now.
scammer.
Because my love for you can always be the same, but I can change. We can change. So if we can prepare for that before going into this, before we have changed and it's gotten ugly, why not?
Let me ask you a question, Clarissa. Have you ever told somebody you love them?
Yes,
Did you mean it?
absolutely.
Have you ever told somebody that you love and you meant it and you're not cool right now?
Yes,
Do you still love them?
I have love for them, but I'm not in love with them.
No, it's a difference. I ain't say you in love with them still, but I said, do you still love them?
I have
Meaning,
love
like,
for them. If
they
they
can call it. They
if
can
they
call you right
died,
now.
I would cry.
Listen, they can call you right now, and y'all can have a good, bomb, cordial, vicious conversation.
This particular person that I'm thinking about, no, only because I would have to have a certain boundary. They would misread that as an opening, even though I'm just being cool.
Okay.
But I can.
Okay. So your love is real then.
Yes. But I would never be with that person ever again.
No, I ain't saying that.
And
No, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying.
had I had the opportunity to do a prenup, I would have.
All right, so check this out. I'm gonna hop out there, and I don't give a fuck how naive it sounds. This is my personal opinion.
Shoot,
Niggas
gang,
can suck a
shoot 'em.
dick. Listen, I get that people have been through their own experiences, and they might have a perception of whatever the fuck. But what I'm talking about from my own, big sigh because it's coming. My personal, me, M my personal shit, I'm not taking no vow before the Lord God that I believe in
and
saying that,
witnesses.
hold on, let me finish, and saying, we're going to do this forever. And I'm not serious about it. That I don't give a fuck what nobody else's meter is. I don't give a
Nobody
fuck.
is fighting
Hold
that.
on,
Why are
let
you
me
fighting
finish.
though?
Let me finish. Let me
Yeah, but you
finish.
fighting somebody out
Let
I'm
me
there.
fighting with
finish.
him. I'm
Let
fighting
me
with him, nigga.
finish. Let me finish. We're
Don't
talking
fight me
about
though.
we're talking about general perspectives that happens online. I've been listening to the conversation, so I'm literally just responding to the words that I'm getting. This is how conversations work.
Teach.
I'm saying I am not getting in no marriage with nobody that I have to sign a prenup with, because to me, and it's just my own personal opinion, that's not a real marriage. That's not what marriage really symbolizes to me. Now, do I understand what capitalism in America defines as a relationship and as a business model and as a marriage? Yes, absolutely. But that doesn't change what the fuck I believe from what I read out the Bible, from what I've seen from my mother and father, you feel me? Like, it's just, all these things come full circle. And what I'm saying, all this is only to say, I'm only getting married once.
Exactly.
One time and one time fucking only. I don't, and guess what? And for me, because I don't give a fuck about what nobody else is saying, for me, it is fucking till death do us part. I'm not taking a fucking vow with somebody, and I didn't mean that shit.
Well, you know what?
And because the other party didn't
Everybody
mean it
has to
doesn't mean
learn
let's
on
take a
their
fucking
own.
Motherfucking Zoe.
I said the same thing.
Yep.
Hold on, yeah.
I
Hold on.
said the same thing.
Hold on, Zoe. Zo,
You won't know till you go through it.
Zo,
I said the same
Zo.
motherfucking thing.
Wait, wait.
Man.
Zo,
Hey, that's the most
Torching them, ain't he?
intelligent shit been said
Zo,
all night, Mr. Apex. You
Zo,
heard me? That's the same shit I'm on, gang.
Hey,
I'm not
Zo.
Black,
gonna
you
take
asked
no
me who I
guys
was. Hold on,
under
Y'all
Black.
gonna
You
learn.
asked me. You
I got
asked me
one
who I
question for
was
you. Let me just
fighting
ask you
against.
this
Yep,
question. Let
You
me
yep.
ask
asked
you
me
a
who I was
question.
fighting
My
against, but as soon as
friends,
I
Can I
said
my
ask?
what I
friends and
said,
family.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
man, come
Can
sign
I
a
ask a question?
prenup.
opposition.
Hold on, man.
Hey,
Come
he
on.
brought that fire on that ass.
Don't let me
Man,
start.
man, I
Don't let
got
me
the
start
pimp.
muting,
Hey,
please.
listen,
Please
man, I
don't
got
let
the
me have
pimp
to
Holy
start
Ghost
muting.
right now. What?
Hold on. So
Sorry, Professor.
Zo,
See, that's why you don't like that student. That's why he don't like you. You rile
Zo,
up the class.
I'm here.
Zo.
I
You
mean,
know,
my answer.
Now, look,
I've
you in
known you
trouble
for.
now.
I've known he's not in trouble at all. I've known you for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know that every word that you just came out of your mouth, off that tongue, you feel from the depth of your heart, right?
Uh-huh.
But what I'm gonna say to you is what experience tells me is that you have to be open-minded enough to know that what you're saying, that there's a possibility that that may not play out the way you're thinking. I
Duh.
can give you an example in your own life that has happened to you in.
Me too.
So where you would think that, hey, I'm going to have this experience this way because I'm convicted this way and I'm built this way.
Did he
But
get
then all
married?
of a sudden you
Did he
get
get
to the
married?
road, it's
No,
a
he's
fork,
talking
and you
about
like,
my
wait
baby
a minute,
mama.
I don't remember a fork being in the road. And then you have to pick one.
Okay,
So,
cool.
so
So
with
now I
that,
get to come back. Hold
here's
on. Now
my
I get to come
question.
back and quote you to you because
Yeah,
I
wait,
remember what you
right.
said.
I'm gonna give you a chance because here's my
You can't
question.
go about something ungodly
Hold on.
and expect
Word.
godly
Hold
results.
on. You answering something before I ask it. Let me ask the question. The question is, if you were to get married and you were to be divorced because of
He said he's not doing that.
a legit reason, you're telling me you're not going to get married again if God puts a woman in front of you that is fitting for you?
What's the reason that we got divorced?
Exactly. He said he's not doing it.
Let's
Because
say
she
she was a
requested
dope
it.
fiend. Let's say she was a dope fiend and she decided to be in the streets and all the things that you did not want.
He gonna protect her from that. You don't let him. I ain't trying to
Let
send
it
you.
be.
I ain't trying to spin you, cuz.
I'm
Leave
not.
them motherfuckers
Hey,
on.
come on,
I
PB.
ain't trying.
PB, hold on,
Yeah.
PB, come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to spin him nowhere because I'm having a one-to-one right here with him. So let's say she did some shit in that you had a boundary on. It ain't even gotta be the worst thing on the planet. Y'all like to do that. I don't. But let's just say you have a boundary. I'm pretty sure you have a boundary as a man and as a husband. Let's say she continually crossed that boundary, more than one of those boundaries. And you decided that you just could not take it no more and you divorced her, or she divorced you. You're telling me you're not gonna get married again? If God put a woman in front of you that was fitting.
Very much so. That's something in life I'm doing one time.
Very much so. You will not get married, or you will.
He said he only doing it one time.
I'm only
Bro,
doing it once.
I don't. Huh?
I'm only doing it one time.
That's what he
Okay.
said.
I know what
I'm
he
saying this like what I believe too. You feel me?
Okay.
If my marriage does not work out, I'm going to feel, or not even feel, I'm going to believe that that was something that was ordained, letting me know that I shouldn't be in a marriage. Because if
Yeah.
I'm already, here's the thing, there is power in the tongue. This is said in the Bible. There's power in the manifestation. There's power in the thoughts. I am not out here thinking and speaking negatively, and I'm not speaking that negativity into none of my fucking reality. That's the whole kill for me. I get that people have gone through shit. The fucking Lifetime television for women, nigga. It's the fucking trauma. It's fucking trauma porn. I have 4
Yeah.
sisters.
Teach,
I'm not,
gang.
but I'm not about to sit here and act as though that's going to alter my faith.
Right.
My belief is bigger than any nigga's doubt. So that's cool that
Mm.
something might happen to you and that the probability and that the fucking but all that sound like myth to me. All that sound like niggas that don't
Hey,
believe.
hey,
And that's
womp, womp,
fine.
womp.
And that's fine for you. That's fucking fine for you. But I believe.
Hey, when you say for you, who would you mean for me? Is that what you're saying?
Anybody,
No, he's talking to me.
who don't believe.
He's talking to me.
Oh, okay.
So can I ask you a question?
No.
Let me ask you a question. I want to ask one question.
Fly.
I want to ask one question.
If the shoe fit, lace it up. But if it don't apply,
I'm just asking. Hey,
yeah, I think he's talking in general.
Hey, hold on, checking ain't cheating. Checking ain't cheating, P. I can ask. So checking ain't cheating. So let's not act like that.
HB.
What's your question, dude?
Let him ask his question though.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, so you get married to this woman, right? And you make this commitment. Y'all take vows. And then down the road, she decides, for whatever reason she wants to decide, that she doesn't want to do that anymore, right? You married her. And so now, are you willing to support her for the rest of her life? Give her half of everything you own? Be subjected to the court's decisions on when you can and can't see your children? Because none of that I just talked about is under your control. There is no, it don't matter how much you believe, because that's not under your control. So
I just want to know when the question
is that something? The question is this: are you willing to give up all that, right, based on your belief? You think that's a smart risk to take?
No, and this is why. You're speaking about a bitch I'm not going to marry. Do you understand that?
Man.
No.
You think you have...
Hold on. Hold the fucking phone, because I control my reality. I control the people that I talk to. I get that there are things in life that are not of my control. I'm not a
like
fucking
her.
moron. I'm not
or
a
how
moron.
she changes.
No. What I'm saying is, I am such a fucking high value man that my what's broadcasted on my fucking radar, I'm gonna be able to swerve that shit. Do I think that the bitch that do I think that the woman that I want to marry is gonna be the perfect example of it? No, it's gonna be work, because it's real work. But guess what? Guess what, y'all? When you're in love, the work becomes a fascination point. It becomes a reason why you want to clock in. The problem be, it's a bunch of niggas talking about marriage that never wanted to fucking be married for real. And it'd be on either side. And now the other side now has to deal with everything that comes from a person not being fucking real about it. I get everything that you're fucking saying. Dude, I study history. Social studies my favorite fucking subject in school. I get what marriage high quotes are. But guess what? Hold on. Let me say this. I'm a blessed enough man to have lived a life where my mother and my father are still together right now. I can call my mom and I can call my dad right now and say, what are y'all doing? And they'll say, this is what we're doing together. So I have a physical, actual representation and an example of what not to do.
What's the longest relationship you had? What's the longest relationship you had? Yeah.
Maybe like 5 years. Maybe like 5, 6.
Okay.
But I'm only 30, so...
Right.
Still youngish.
Let me explain to you something about how over 20
or 30,
30
don't crack, baby.
20 or 30 years, people change. They change a lot.
But I'm not.
And listen. It could be that you both are changing in ways that are okay, but they're not congruent anymore. And it doesn't have to be anybody's fault, right? You can still be two good people who don't work together anymore.
I don't know how to be.
But wait.
That I understand.
You'll just suffer through that, or you're immune to it. I don't understand.
No, what I'm trying to get you to understand, you are speaking about a partner that I will never fucking have.
Okay, so you're saying you're immune to it.
But hold on. Listen, hold on, gang. Listen, gang. What he's saying, King, Zoe, motherfucker, is he saying that he's actually having it's like a maladaptive thought, like what ifs. That's maladaptive thoughts is like
don't do him like that. That's not maladaptive.
No, it's reality.
Bro, that is a maladaptive thought. He just tell
No,
it
he's
is, bro.
telling
It's what you
him like,
call it.
what if?
Like it's a what if this goes bad. That's
not a
maladaptive, bro. There's
maladaptive
nothing
thought.
bad about
It's
that.
not no malice. There was no malice behind that.
That's not what I'm. Maladaptive does not mean malice, bro.
What does
That's a
MAL
Spanish word.
stand
Means
for?
bad.
That's the first. What's the
Means
prefix?
bad.
Mal is bad.
Adaptive means bad to adapt.
You think
Stop,
it's
bro. I don't know what you're
maladaptive
talking
to
about.
believe that people change?
No, I'm saying
No,
to him
he's saying
what he's telling
saying
you.
what you're
Hey man,
what you're
what
what
he's
you're
telling
putting out
you
there.
is that he's not gonna pick that girl, and you're telling him that it's a possibility you do pick her.
No, that's not what he's saying though.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Actually, he's asking a question. He's like, wait a minute.
Then I don't even know what they're talking about.
Saying, you might pick this woman, right? You can't control another person. I don't care what you think about yourself, right? And what if this person decides to change? That's not him being maladaptive. That's a reality of life, and you have to understand that going into it.
Right, but why are we constantly highlighting the
We're
negative?
not constantly highlighting it to a point of contention right now.
So
I know, but it's like zeal, right? King motherfucking Zoe representing the zeal of what he believes in versus y'all's experience in long-term relationships. This young man is saying that he can see in his future because he's manifesting what he believes.
Exactly.
But that's not how
And
that
you guys
works.
are saying, but the
That's not
con
how
to
that
that is going to
works.
be
That's not how that works. You want to
it's
know
not
why?
absolute though.
So if that's the case, if you can manifest it with your mouth, why don't people manifest these lives that they keep talking about on podcasts that's so elusive? Why don't everybody just walk around and say, "Hey, you're gonna have a great day today"? No, why that don't happen then if it works like that? Matter of fact, why don't we all have the same person that we had kids with and married to that person, happy and speak life into that situation? Why not? Because we live in a sin-filled world where that is utopian. Like that, I don't understand.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm not disagreeing with that. The point that I am trying to make very clearly, and I'm using very simple language as to not be so fucking pretentious, is saying that you are speaking about a parameter of things that I would already have swerved myself because my father gave me the fucking game.
Okay, so he said you're immune to it. So the answer would be yes, he's immune to it, bro.
That's what he
Because that's what he was asking. He wasn't trying to project his reality on him or none of that. All he was asking is, this is a reality in life, not necessarily in my life, but just in life.
That's
in
not what he was
general.
talking about,
And
bro.
then, why is he shaking his head in agreement? Because I understood that. But
I'm talking about King
here it is though. But hold on. Let me mediate. What he was saying though was, look, I'm just wondering, how does that work? Because are you immune to it, or what?
I bet you if you ask me,
or just willing to pay the price? Are you?
No, he's
either
saying that his father gave him the tools to cause him to be impervious.
Hold on,
You're
y'all.
immune
Hold
to
on,
the
y'all.
venom, bro.
Hold on, y'all. Can I answer the question? Because I've been asked the question. I'm trying to answer it. Everybody keeps trying to tell what I'm saying.
Well, why
I
don't
can
it's a
talk.
simple question? It just requires, are you immune to it? Was the question.
Yeah, or are you just willing to pay the price?
I'm willing to pay the price because that's what marriage is.
There you go.
There we go.
Then
It
when
didn't
she
require
decides
a
to do
whole
something
lot.
different and leaves, you cool with that?
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's love.
It didn't require a whole thing.
And here's the thing, though. No, but
Back to
here's
what you said. No prenups.
But here's the thing. You keep going back to that. That's the purpose. You keep saying, "Oh, well, if she."
Maladaptive.
Well, hold on. But what if she decides that, I want to make things work? What if she decides that, we're gonna go to couples therapy? What if she decides that, this man is good enough for me to get my head out my ass? What if she decides that I'm closer to God? That like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I am willing to have that. But here, the thing
you already
is,
planned for that.
Yes, because that's what I'm speaking into my life.
But we're not saying that those aren't possibilities. We're saying what if the possibility is walking away from the marriage?
And
That's
he
not a
said he's
possibility.
willing to
That's
pay
not a
price. He already said
marriage.
that.
That's what
He
I'm
already
trying
answered
to.
it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all what I believe a marriage is. I
So
said
you're
my
saying that
personal
you're not
opinion.
walking away. You're gonna fight it out no matter what it is.
Yeah, what if you
No,
weren't
Marriage
happy?
vow is to death do us part.
Clarissa trying
What
to
the
make you
fuck?
So Zoe, what's the purpose of marriage counseling then?
Yeah.
You said, what's the purpose of marriage counseling?
Yeah, simple question. What's the purpose of marriage counseling?
two people that
I
can't
can't
work
give no.
things out,
I
so they
said
need a third
Zoe.
person.
Two people that care
No, what
about
is
their
the
marriage.
purpose of marriage counseling?
What's the purpose of marriage counseling?
God damn, Zoe. Don't let him play with you, gang.
Listen, I can't give a simple answer because y'all just keep.
Come on, man.
I can. You want me to answer for you, Cuddy? I got you.
Okay,
The
I have
answer
a
is in the
question. I have a
question.
question.
It's counsel.
Okay, can I answer my question?
Of course.
I know that you walking away from the marriage is a no-go. That's not something, and you expect for your wife to have that same mindset as well. If something
Yeah, because we're not gonna
happens,
get married if we don't. What the fuck?
right? Okay, but let's say down the
What like
road,
what the fuck part
she
of the nigga?
Bro,
No,
calm
what the
down,
fuck
bro.
part of
Let
the
her
nigga's
ask the
missing?
question. Just
Let her,
calm
right.
down, bro.
Zoe, let her ask. Let her.
I get it, but that's in a perfect world. I'm just saying in this world,
Hear him out, gang.
something happens and down the road, 10, 15 years down the road, she says, I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. Would you let her out of the marriage? Or would you say, no, we got to work this out. We got to fight. We got to da da da. Even though she's adamant that this isn't for her.
I'm gonna laugh
Do
just like
you
I would
love
laugh
her
at my
enough?
wife. I would laugh just like I'm laughing at my wife. I want to get out of the marriage. You mean the vow we made before God? She's
And
not devout in my faith, and me and I'm talking about my wife now.
hey,
She's
Zoe,
not
but
devout in my faith. She's not devout in my religion, and her and I are not equally yoked.
yeah, but Zoe, just let's just
So
go
then
with
it's a
that.
divorce, right? You want to stay with
So,
somebody
right?
that
So you're going to
Zoe, come
stay with
here.
someone
Zoe,
that you're
come here,
not.
gang. I
I'm
want to
listening.
ask you
I'm
a serious
listening.
question. Listen,
I'm grabbing the
say
grinder.
your plan don't work though, gang. Say you pick the right girl. Like she said, 15 years down the line, she want to break up, and is you gonna try the marriage counseling like Black said, or is you gonna try to force her to stay with you, or is you gonna let her break, Kit Kat and break off?
We can't force anybody to do
Yeah, you
anything.
I
can't
know. So
force me to
that's
stay with you.
what they trying to get out of you, bro. And
But
now I'm
but
interested.
but
No,
but
I'm
but where I'm at with it is, let's say hypothetically, right? Let me go down
Yeah,
y'all fucking rabbit hole because this is a very hypothetical for me.
yeah. Let's do that.
15 years down the line,
Yeah.
and the relationship shows that it needs some work, bro. I'm gonna work. Like and here's the thing. I know that could be like real fucking simple and straightforward to people, but like when there's a problem, you just fix it.
All right, I'm gonna play devil
right.
advocate real
I'm
quick.
trying.
Hold on.
I'm trying to figure out where
Devil
the.
advocate. Hey, King motherfucking Zoe. You find out she been letting a youngster hit somebody else fucking on her.
The Bible said
Devil
I can kill her.
advocate, my nigga. Devil
The Bible said
advocate.
I can kill her.
See? Now y'all
The
see what he
Bible
said
don't
that.
say that.
Now y'all no,
The
hey.
Bible don't say that. You know what? I'm about to end this live because you're getting on my nerves with the stupid shit now.
First of all,
I'm just
I'll
saying,
go
you
to the
know where he
scripture right
said that,
now.
Black.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. The Bible don't let you kill your wife if she cheat, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you
Y'all know where,
talking about.
hey, ladies, y'all know where his head at. Don't date this nigga if you ain't with it. Don't,
What
hey,
you
listen,
talking
don't play with
about?
his feelings because he ready to crash out behind him. That's all
Oh
it
God.
is.
It
Look,
ain't no
even
oh
how she
God.
laughed. That's what she wanted to know. She
What's
wanted to know
the
if he was gonna
dog?
crash out.
I'm trying to see what that book
You don't even understand
was.
enough of
Hey,
No,
man, you
I'm
ain't
just
right.
trying to get y'all to stop saying that if you do a prenup, that means that you don't really love someone. That's not what that means. Don't say that.
I've
Listen,
done
it's a
pre
very
I've done pre
It do mean that to
I've
me.
done prenups. I've done
It
prenups for
mean that to
people
me, but
that
it's not
are
gonna change
still
my life,
married
Clarissa.
it's just a
It
and
ain't
very
love
gonna
easy
themselves. So
concept. Plan for
They're
failure
more
shows you
likely
that you
to
don't.
stay married because they're going in with their head up, thinking about
exactly.
all the different possibilities and still
Exactly.
choosing to be
Yeah.
together.
Exactly.
If I got to think
ignoring
about
shit doesn't make it go away.
Getting married. We not getting married.
Nah, facts.
Because I for sure done prenup for people that love each other.
We not getting married. If I need a prenup, no.
You're not the same person you were 15 years ago.
That's what
Well, some of us are.
You believe all the same things you believe 15 years ago, Black?
Listen, I'm the same. Hell yeah, I'm the same as G. Hey, ask the nigga that met me in 2nd grade. Nigga, he'd be like, "Boy, you still the same." Yep, you goddamn right, nigga.
Everybody stays the same in the core, but you have lots of different beliefs than you had 15 years ago. And as an adult, you will change even more.
But what I don't understand is people.
I won't date today. He's right. You know,
I don't understand. I don't understand.
He right.
What I don't understand is people that claim to be God-led. If God decides to push you in a direction like that, you have to be open to that. You can't tell him what you is and what you ain't gonna do.
Oh, shut your ass up, Professor.
Oh, now shut your ass up. But I guess that's not a reality either.
No, that's true. You're right about that because at one point I was convicted to get back with my children's father, and it was God like leading me to do that. And I had to like really sit down with myself and like really go through. I claim God and profess my faith to be a certain thing, but when it comes to this, I'm not budging. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that can be a thing too, where God will want you to reconciliation, especially when you have children together.
Exactly. It's called bending the knee for your partner. Sacrifice. Don't be selfish. You got
All right. Excellent. This is what I was looking for. Hey, y'all.
Got prenups because they selfish. Little selfish ass mamas. Rich niggas that selfish.
Hey, this is what I was looking for, y'all.
Black. Young hot beef. Young selfish ass nigga.
Except
hey, y'all, this is exactly what
I've
I was
actually
looking for.
proven to want to support a woman for 20 years plus, put her through college. But I'm not selfish. I'm just not stupid.
He said, I'm not selfish. I'm just
ready?
not stupid.
Y'all ready? Deuteronomy 22:22. If a man is found lying with the wife of another man, both of them shall die. The man who lay with the woman and the woman.
Oh, so Zo, you live in
everybody die?
Everybody die. No. So do you live under that law? Do you live under that law?
I'm not married. How could
I'm not asking you, are you married under that law? I'm asking, there's more laws that goes with that. So I'm just saying, do you live under that law?
This nigga E.B.H. Black.
Do you live under that law?
Old law.
Huh?
The law of the Bible? I'm asking for clarity.
No, do you live under the old law in which you can kill your wife if she's sleeping with another man?
Hey, listen, my wife cheated on me. I'm stoning her to death. Me and the whole community.
Yeah,
she got to go.
We stoning her.
That's
we stoning her. Listen, that's the only thing that's gonna be in my prenup.
Yeah, I'm not.
Listen, you cheat on me, me and the whole neighborhood get to stone you to death.
You got to go now.
Listen, hey, Kenny,
you gotta go now.
Hey, King's
not about to embarrass me.
Hey, that's the only part in the prenup.
Wait a minute, you doing something contrary to what God is telling you, and you
going old Sharia law.
Call it in reverence of him? That's kind of backwards.
We're going old Sharia law. You can have all the money.
Rock with all this Bible stuff, man, because the Bible got lots of stuff in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And believe me, I know. I used to be very deep in it.
This ain't the Bible. This the Holy Quran. Sharia law. Stone to death if you cheat on me. Okay. Me and the whole community.
That book was supposedly written to improve.
Go try that, and we'll be doing a GoFundMe for y'all.
For real.
No, actually, Trump, he gonna put that shit in office. Watch. He already talked about it.
Yeah. You see,
he already talked about bringing it to America.
Yeah. Hey, Black, you ain't a real Trumpian, man. I'm
a Trumpian.
Hey, right now, I'm so glad me and E.B.H. Black can make it to Calabasas on their asses, because we'll be all ashes right now. I swear to God. Pray for LA, man.
Hey,
for real.